the artist and art are two separate topics and two separate beings. So, to answer your fucking question, if you get angry that I'm gonna actually play Hogwarts Legacy because I bought it, you're actually retired. That's my end of topic. I enjoy the art, I love Harry Potter, and I'll continue to play it. Okay. Art is different than the artist. That's something many need to understand. So please do not send hatred to me or anyone else from FaceConnect playing, because what's your point? What you gonna change? She already has a bunch of money, so like, you're not changing much. They're just getting a few pity points for your way of bullying others for enjoying Harry Potter. So...
Oh boy, chat. Hello. How you guys doing? As you can see, there's a minor change here. To the left, I included Ko from Gundam Stardust Memory to remind myself why I'm here. And also to remind myself to be angry, because anger keeps me from falling asleep. Because doing 2 streams back to back is kind of exhausting, to be honest. And yeah, Ko is gonna keep me company, as well as you guys, making sure that you guys handle all the messages that I will have to read, all the fucking tweets that I will have to read today. And there's a lot of them. And this situation is so retired, as Tenma would put it, that it keeps escalating endlessly, and the situation keeps just fueling itself. It's perpetual at this point. Every time I look at Twitter, I know I do that a lot. I get new stuff I would have to cover, but it's so annoying that I would have to add it to today's topic, that I'd be sitting here for like 6 hours, not like the 3+ I envisioned for today's stream. So instead of adding new stuff, I just cut it off at like 6 hours before the stream started, so I wouldn't be adding new material. We have tweets to go through. We have Silvervale's video to go through. We have discussions to have surrounding this topic, and there's simply so much shit to cover that really it's so fucking weird that this Nothing Burger became the biggest controversy of the year. I know it's just February still, but it's starting to involve more and more people. I don't know if you guys saw, but even Asmongold chimed in on this shit. Like, Asmongold, who I know comments on a lot of random shit, he decided to chime in on this and basically chastise a lot of people doing the harassing on either side, but mostly, you know, harassing Silvervale to the point of tears. So this thing is gonna get new life into it just because Asmongold covered it. And since Asmongold covered it, Charlie, Moist Critical, is probably gonna touch it as well too, since Moist kinda had a lot of connection to the VTubers before. He's been talking to Nux before. So I expect more shit to come out of it. Am I going to like it? Probably not. I mean, this is the 3rd stream dedicated to Hogwarts Legacy. I thought, when I was starting this shit out, I thought it's gonna be limited to just one. The game is gonna come out, and everyone's gonna forget about it. They'll just find a new thing to get angry about eventually, but no. The game came out, people started playing it beyond the Deluxe Edition, and certain bigger streamers started playing it too, so of course the usual activists went after them too. I think Asmongold also got caught in the crossfire. I think he played it, I don't know, I didn't really follow his content, but considering he decided to talk about it, I imagine he did. I don't know. Anyone can confirm that or deny. But either way, controversy keeps fueling itself, and it's not just a part of you know, the activists. It's also the part of the usual people that are just there to troll. There's also people who do false flagging on this shit. Like, imagine doing false flagging on a controversy surrounding a fucking video game. That's so fucking silly. Like, I've seen guys that are basically playing both sides of this argument, trying to just stir up shit between them. There's actual, you know, transphobes going around attacking identities instead of arguments, which I never really enjoy. Because really, the arguments are ridiculous enough. Why would you attack the identity of these people at the same time? You're just kind of adding to the problem. Because this will incentivize them further. This will further justify their actions. They will be saying that they're actually fighting against transphobes and not just people, you know, trolling and fucking around. Yeah, this is a real fucking problem. So there's a lot of sides to this. There's not just two. It's an all-out exceptional war. All because of a stupid fucking game about wizards. Like, imagine that. So if this is the indication of how 2023 is supposed to be, I don't want to see the rest of it. I just hope for all our sakes that this is the last fucking stream with Hogwarts Legacy in it, and I can just put the rest of this shit up on Twitter, and you guys can read it for yourselves, and I don't have to kill myself. Because I'm very close to snapping at this shit. It's so annoying, but fascinating at the same time. I just can't look away. Like, to give you an example, before I started the stream, someone decided to make a fucking list of people playing the game and categorize them between transphobe and non-transphobe, depending if they played the game or not. That tweet got sussed because it broke Twitter's rules, because it just basically called for harassment of people that were called transphobes. So, yeah, as I was saying, it keeps fucking escalating. And where it will end, I don't know. People have already received death threats. People had virtue signaled all the way to the fucking bank with this shit. People have started crying, people got doxxed, so again, what remains to escalate here is murder, but you know, getting killed over a fucking wizard game would be super exceptional. Like, that would get a medal from me at least. So yeah, let's start going through this shit, because we really don't have that much time. So unfortunately, I'll have to read all of this. There's 250 tweets, 250 plus tweets to go through. I decided to put them in a somewhat chronological order, giving you some context of what's happening, like what events transpired what. So you guys aren't lost. I know how stupid it can be to get lost in Twitter drama, because there's some people that are responding to threads that are several days old that struck some controversy on their own. So yeah, let's get this shit started. So for all those of you who don't know, which I doubt there are many of you in this particular chat, Silvervale of VShojo fame decided to play Hogwarts Legacy. Sounds pretty normal, right? Nope, it's not normal, because Hogwarts Legacy is the bad transphobic turf game. If you buy it, you support J.K. Rowling's terrible views. You support her monetary, and considering she also made statements that if you buy the game, you kind of submit to her views, which is again a ridiculous statement to make, but people eat it up because it gives them points to use against you. So Silvervale decided to play it, and the backlash was almost instantaneous, and kind of snowballed over time. Starting on like, I think she played it like February 8th or February 9th, and then some certain clips started to come out. Then people started to respond to her threads where she linked to her Twitch towards the stream, and we're gonna look through this now. Silvervale's Twitch archive. Yesterday's stream of Hogwarts Legacy is now live. I'm sorry I'm such a nerd. Twitter, not even LGBTQ+ as a whole. If you both play Hogwarts Legacy, you're a bad person. Literally everyone playing the game and reliving their childhood, doing this. And here's the first person that you will see quite frequently in this controversy. I imagine this is the only time this person actually got any kind of notice from anyone, but he is gonna be pretty notable. So they view nostalgia as more important than people's lives, and yeah, and here starts the guilt tripping. Here starts the gaslighting of calling people bad because they play the game and they don't care about transgender lives. Here's something else. So that you guys know that not only the people playing this game are actually getting into trouble, just for stating that you will not be supporting the game in any kind of fashion, people started getting reported. This is one of these examples. LOL, said the tiefling. LMAO. Twitter is required by German law to provide notice to users who are reported by people from Germany via the Network Enforcement Act reporting flow. This is basically what you get if someone from Germany reported your tweet. And the text of the tweet said, myself and a large portion of my community rolling actively using a position of influence and money to undercut human rights of trans people is vile. Unsurprisingly, I will not be supporting Hogwarts Legacy, nor will I buy or play it. So, you know, people were getting reported for these kinds of statements too. And then it continues. Hey, at least you weren't doxxed like some people who bought the game. Shit is on every side, unfortunately. Who's been doxxed? Silvervale's mom. She got death threats after Silvervale streamed it. Luckily, the doxing website has been taken down. The doxing website, you mean the one that provided slightly more ability than just doing a Twitch search? The only thing that added is that if they had streamed it as well, instead of just currently streaming it, you're right, that didn't give much more than the design of the website was targeted to harass people who streamed it. You can literally do that with Twitch's own search. Also, I encourage it. Encouraging harassment. We're done with this conversation. You're blocked. Have a nice day. So, yeah, there was a website that basically listed all the people that played Hogwarts Legacy. Why would you even make such a list if Twitch's own search function already covers that kind of shit, other than, you know, just to fucking mess with people? I will never know. But, you know, it seemed pretty fucking malicious to me. Ducky, VTuber journalist. I'll explain who this guy is in a moment. The debate around Hogwarts Legacy has put trans VTubers right in the firing line. Amid the quote-unquote bullying claims, an entire community's lived experience is being invalidated and harmful stereotypes perpetuated. My opinion for Kawa news drop. Guess you won't be watching Silvervale from now on, then, right? That is unless you actually support people who found a terrible transphobic woman and the genocidal policies she's trying to enact against trans people. Where's this person being sarcastic? Ducky is actually somewhat friends with Silvervale. He even has a Silvervale tattoo on his arm. A pretty bad one, I might add. I know this is irrelevant, but, you know, it kinda ties into all of this shit. And he wrote this article. We're not gonna read that shit. I'm gonna summarize it for you. He basically said how trans people are getting harassed, and every other evidence of people getting backlash and getting harassed for actually playing the game, he downplayed, put bullying and harassment in quotation marks, indicating that he doesn't really believe it happens. And since the whole Silvervale situation happened, he's been increasingly and suspiciously quiet about all of this shit. Like, he probably doesn't want to put his quote-unquote friend on blast, you know, considering he has a fucking tattoo on her arm, on his arm. So yeah, that's Ducky. Also the guy that wrote an article about one of the Niji-Sanji VTubers calling NPCs retarded and made a big fucking deal out of it. Also the guy who personally interviewed Silvervale and misinterpreted her words so badly in an article that he had to fix it several times and got called out for it as well. You can find all of that shit on my Twitter account. I don't want to go through it again because just going through that alone would just take like an hour or so. So you guys can go look it up. But you know, journalist as another journalist to this journalist, mental illness runs in that profession. Zentreya, everyone is losing their minds with the game and all. Then there's me and my community acting out a scene from Star Wars. In my defense, we nailed it. I was the Sith. Brushing off trans concerns kinda ain't it. How so? If I recall correctly, she said she isn't touching the game or the controversy. I know a lot of people are brushing off the concerns about the game, but Zen doesn't seem to be the one of them. That just feels like mentioning the game in passing while shenanigans happen on the channel. See, when I was talking about putting up false flags, this Professor Science person actually is one of those. Hold on, I have an extra tweet of that actually shows how this person is force flagging shit. Let me just find it real quick. I have it saved somewhere here. Oh, there it is. See, here it is. Hold up, enlarging it. See, before VShojo, a bit late by saying the game already probably sold millions, but I get what you're saying. The game also made millions because of such discourse. Maybe I'll just keep quiet and the game could be less popular, but oh well, sucks to be y'all. Best Milky, let people enjoy video games. Help Mizuhana ratio this person, and here's Mizuhana basically talking about harassment of people playing the game. And after the VShojo thing dropped, attention VTubers community, VShojo talent Silvervale is playing Hogwarts Legacy despite the backlash from the LGBTQ community. Yet your own co-worker and friend Silvervale played it. Brushing off trans concerns kinda ain't it. So you see, there's people actively trolling this shit, putting up ridiculous fucking false flags in order to perpetuate this stupid fucking drama forever. So yeah, whenever you see this person, know that they are a false flagger. Ridiculous fucking shit. Are we covering the fruit stuff in this? Yeah, yes, we will. It's gonna be a bit of a footnote. I won't get into the details of it, but I will mention it when we actually get to it, because again, there's so much shit to go through. This is screenshots 6 out of 253, so there's still a lot of time until that part. While you didn't see, Silvervale took a sponsorship and was playing and streaming the game. She blocked the word trans in the chat, and after major backlash from the trans community, Silvervale deleted the tweet talking about it. Then a few hours later, Zen tweets this comment. Are you sure it's not just a coincidence? I don't know, Zen never seemed the type to be transphobic to me. Zen is literally friends with trans people and very accepting of everyone. She loves everybody, so I don't understand why they think Zen is transphobic. Well, because they're trolls, that's why. He actually read the post, she brushed off trans concerns. I didn't say she was transphobic. If anyone, it's Silvervale she played and took the sponsorship. How so? She probably didn't even know that Silvervale even played the game. Zen could have been talking about any game. Not everyone is talking about that game. And she clearly stated that she won't play it, discuss it, or even mention it. Not everything is about that game. So yeah, here's Fruit, first of all stating that she's gonna not be playing the game. That's on February 1. She later followed it up with something else, but we'll get to that. And here's Professor Science again, doing his fucking magic trolling. Yet your own co-worker and friend Silvervale played it, basically trying to stir up more shit. Here are all the tweets that directly were aimed at Silvervale, when she posted a link to her Twitch advertising the Hogwarts Legacy stream. That tweet has been since deleted too. Congrats on giving money to someone who hates trans people. I guess kind of an L. To be honest, this is really disappointing, Silver. I'm going to hope this was somehow a case of being oblivious to the current situation and wait for a response. I think it was a contract obligation. She had jobs in Hollywood and really didn't say much in the tweet about what game. Having commissioned an art piece leads me to believe a contract. At least that's what I hope it was. I hope so. Damn it, I liked you, but because of this, as a trans woman in England, I don't feel safe around you anymore. Like, how can someone hurt you over the fucking internet if you join their streams? Like, are you afraid of your feelings getting hurt or something? Like, what does safety entail here? Like, mental safety? I don't fucking understand this way of thinking. I don't know if you knew beforehand. From what I know of you, I don't think you did, but if something you actually should apologize for. The author, who gets substantial royalties from all official content in that world, sadly funds hate against trans people with that cash. Are you boycotting major retail chains from buying HP merch to put on shelves? How about Universal Studios for giving a portion of their ticket sales rolling regardless of whether or not the park goer visits that section of the park? Lego, Hasbro, why boycott only this game? Because it's the current thing, and they have Silvervale in arm's reach. So going for the easy target is always the preferred method of internet slacktivists. To be honest, this is kind of upsetting. I really love your content and you as a streamer in general, but it feels a bit like a stab in the back to all your trans viewers. I really hope you were simply oblivious to the drama surrounding this and I didn't choose to do this knowing everything. For the record, when we get to the actual stream where Silvervale explains what has been going on to her, there's plenty, and I mean plenty, of transgender people voicing support for her, not only in her own stream chat, but also later on on Twitter and other social media. So once again, transgender people, not a monolith. Everyone has different opinions, and all of this is incredibly cultish to me. Stream time. You really let me down. At least we know where you really stand. Yeah, I don't wish you ill. Just I just know now you don't care. I always seen you as a kind of accepting person, Silver. Because of that, I believe you don't understand why people are so upset about the game. In the US and UK, violence and hatred towards trans people has increased immensely. Laws are being pushed to erase trans people and dehumanize them. The politicians doing it are being funded by people like J.K. Rowling. The thought of someone knowingly giving her money is damaging. Could you You trust or feel comfortable around a person who knowingly gave money, however small, to a person you know for a fact is using that money to dehumanize you. Especially when people, hey, this person is using your money to hurt me, please stop giving it to them. I mean, you can make that argument for a lot of consumables, for a lot of luxury items you buy. So, again, anyone could make that fucking point to make you feel guilty, so anyone that says that guilt tripping isn't a form of harassment can go suck a dick, seriously. Because this is clearly trying to manipulate her into stepping in line. To all present, I'm going to say my piece. I may not know Silver as much as y'all, but I'm pretty sure this is a case of being oblivious to the current controversy. As part of me suspects, when she finds out the damages, she will try to make amends, or at least an apology, you know, for playing a video game. I sincerely hope so. It's not what I expect from her, and that's why I'm confused and disappointed. I'd be okay with an apology if she means it, of course. I know a couple of people who didn't know. I mean, what else would you expect of her? Come on, man. Like, what are you doing? It's so ridiculous. And so annoying. That cow in the corner is really starting to resemble me, huh? Stream time, gross. That's you. Not supporting bigots is free and requires zero effort. Oh look, a small-hearted person is trying to act all big and mean. Woo, scary. It's neither mean more small-hearted nor small-hearted, I guess they meant, to stand against bigotry. Rowling has aligned herself and given public support to misogynists and anti-gay and anti-trans bigots of all stripes in her crusade to persecute trans people. To fund the hate campaign is obviously immoral. A group of really vulnerable people are feeling scared, attacked, and alone right now. Whether you meant to or not, you've added to those feelings today. I've always thought you as a very kind and empathetic person. I hope you make kinder choices in the future. Again, no one can tell me this isn't fucking trying to bully someone by really gross mental fucking manipulations. I thought you were better than this. Silver, I always valued your kindness and big heart, so it's really a shame to see you play this game. I don't wish you or others ill, but my trust in you has faltered. I hope that maybe you'll listen to your trans fans and understand why this hurts. My current viewer count and the game's sales don't seem to care. It's just a game, not some political statement. Oh cool, we're playing the Wizard Bigot game that directly funds Genocide today. You need to remove the safe space tag because it certainly isn't for trans people. Bye. Yep, definitely not a safe space anymore. Oh no, she played a Wizard game. Oh boy, supporting hate groups and playing game where you fight for racial segregation, slavery, so cozy. They always try to, again, pile on all kinds of arguments on top of that to make the game itself seem a lot worse than it is. And I will never get this argument of, being so offended by very dark themes of fiction to the point where, you have to remove it because it's such an offending thing. And never mind that there's so many games that you just, fucking slaughter and murder people, but some dark themes, racial segregation, slavery being explored, that's way over the line. You ever heard of separating the art from the artist? That only works if the artist is dead. It's a brainlet moment. Extremely disappointed, to be honest. She doesn't care about trans people enough to not play a single game. Super sad. I'm sure she's been allyship during Pride Month like every other content creator that only despite obviously not meaning it. You gonna copy and paste this more times? I need to make a new account to avoid harassment from transphobes in the replies, but I see a lot of people saying they hope that Silver made the decision to stream out of ignorance or sponsorship. She did not. During the entire stream, she deliberately blocked and censored any and all trans Discord in her chat, and banned anyone tried to inform her how people may be upset by what she was doing. At least one chatter sent a TTS donor trying to inform her, only for her to go out of their way to skip it before it even finished playing. She knows that people are feeling hurt, betrayed, and upset by this. She just doesn't care, and judging by the amount of hate people are spreading to trans people in these very comments, her apathy is already harmful. I don't believe in harassment, I simply informing her community, and I believe that her transgender fans and trans VTuber fans in general should know and peacefully inform one another about, like, they praise it in such a fucking slimy way. It's really fucking annoying. One another about this so they can make informed decisions on whether or not to support her going forward. Deeply disappointed in Silver and her actions to silence trans voices. I ask you this, chat. There's a lot of VTubers, especially the bigger ones. The corporate ones especially have that kind of thing to avoid any kind of controversy. Any kind of political talk, any talk about identity politics, anything controversial is basically banned because it instantly derails the chat and makes people just get into an infighting mode. Happens all the time if a chat is unmoderated and active enough. So I would ask you this: even VShojo is like a special case because, you know, they have the quote-unquote talent freedom. Do you think that someone going into your chat and basically trying to derail it by saying the game is bad and it, you know, harms something by making these weird politically charged statements, do you think that's bannable? Because I think that's plenty bannable, and I don't think this is any kind of silencing of transgender voices, because a video game fucking chat is not a place for this kind of discourse. Silvervale didn't boot up Hogwarts Legacy to talk about transgender lives. This is ridiculous. It's plenty bannable to me. Whoa, cool, thanks for doing free advertising and helping line the transphobes pocket even more. So sweet of you. Do you cry well at night? This ultimately does nothing in the long run, and it's not going to affect the streamer at all since they have over 4,000 viewers, but I've had to write things like this a lot for some of my favorite Twitch channels, and sticking to your moral guns is tiring sometimes. Laugh at me if you want for being a Twitter warrior, but honestly, if you play Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy and you're from the Western region, where this is becoming louder and more harmful problem, you actively know that you're endangering trans people and fueling J.K. Rowling's TERF agenda, since their opinions are actually having effects on the UK and their parliament. I'm not happy about any of this, but I gotta draw the line somewhere, and people choosing their childhood fantasies over actual lives has to be it. Even if I love the streamer personally. It was Silvervale I wrote this up for, by the way. Not happy because I really liked her and had a crush on her. While I don't think it's intentionally phobic or anything, it still hurts. Again, I'd like these people to find real problems and stop involving people that have nothing to do with this in their activism. Not like, listen, people can have empathy for your cause, people can acknowledge your suffering, whatever form it takes, but trying to guilt them into, you know, doing quote-unquote better is just, you know, another form of guilt tripping, and really won't earn you any allies, because regular people see this. And regular people will not stand by this, because this is not spreading tolerance or any kind of understanding. This is just fucking bullying is what it is. I've been watching you on and off for 2-ish years, and now I'm honestly and honestly, this really took me by surprise. I'm not even mad, just disappointed and hurt. The worst part is that there are a lot of members of your community right now who feel the same way. Kinda disappointed here. I hope Silvervale rethinks this and does charity for trans people one day. I'm surprised VShojo allowed this. Again, I'm not a big VShojo watcher, like, in the slightest, but aren't the VShojos kind of known for a lot of charity streams? I'd imagine they have done something similar in the past. I need to look it up, but, you know, just to enhance this argument. Damn it, I liked you, but because of this, as a trans woman in England, I don't feel safe around you anymore. You do you, but I won't be there to watch. Catch you when you're finished with this, frowny face. Seeing content creators I like playing Harry Potter is making me upset, lol. Like, bruh, the bar is so low, don't play a game and give money to somebody who is anti-Semitic, anti-LGBT, anti-woman, and bigoted in every way. Since still these fuckers can manage that, it's insane to me. This tweet was made after going on Twitch and seeing two big VTubers I used to play. I used to like playing the game. One being Silvervale. Skull emoji. Here's where she actually already deleted that tweet, calling for calling to join the stream. To all the people freaking out, this is a good video to watch. Basically, one showing that you can't win by playing Hogwarts Legacy, and that you're gonna be shamed for it. I have friends who are literally hate-rated and temporarily banned because they're trans, but I'm supposed to feel bad for people who have to deal with being gently told that they're not allies. Like, yeah, gently. I even in the last few tweets that I showed you guys, I demonstrated how gentle that mental manipulation of theirs is. And, you know, this person is making an argument, oh, a bad thing is happening to someone, a worse thing is happening to someone else. Like, you know, these two things can be on the same fucking playing field at any point. Like, both of these things can be bad. Taking a break from Twitter for a few weeks. I am so sick of whole Hogwarts Legacy discussions. Let people have fun. Not everyone who buys the game is a transphobe. I am trans and I will play the game. Just live and let live, my dudes. In about 2 weeks, there will be a new topic where the righteous people can be a Karen. And pro tip: if you're so against transphobic people, kindly delete your Twitter, because the shit stain that owns this platform is a transphobe as well. And I don't see people boycotting this app. Fun fact, he bought this place and people still use it because other people refuse to use other platforms, and we don't want to miss out on content creators we watch. Especially to figure out if they're pieces of shit that support blatant transphobia, like Silvervale. Sorry man, I don't speak stupid. This sums up everything about this whole shit. I don't speak stupid, and you know, just disassociate yourself from this fucking conversation, because there's nothing to gain by discussing it with these people, because they don't want to change their mind and they don't want to stop. Here's Raven again, and he's gonna show up a lot. Even Silvervale is playing the damn transphobic wizard game. How can anyone play that, knowing it's an anti-Semitic and that buying it harms trans people? At least it looks like the news about what she's doing is starting to spread. Oh, what happened? Nothing yet. I'm seeing more people realize. Damn, people criticize Silvervale for buying and streaming Hogwarts Legacy, so as it actively hurts trans lives to do so. And so she listened to the criticism by buying the word trans from her chat and streaming the game more. It's clear she doesn't care about who she hurts. Holy fucking shit. Had to check to see if it's true. Yeah. Not sure how it actually hurts trans lives, unless she directly votes for and starts saying transphobic rhetoric. She's not actively hurting anyone. She isn't she is helping promote an actively hostile environment for people who were her fans who were trans. And she refuses to even have any dialogue or and even bans the word trans in chat, showing she doesn't give a damn. Or she's preventing a hostile environment caused by people telling her that she's the worst person in the world for playing a game, and chat reacting very negatively to you. Banning trans is only there to protect toxicity directed at the trans community over game backlash. Do trans folks think that they are in danger or something? Also, yeah, right. Like, you people are defending trans people. You all think trans people covering fear and hiding is protecting them because you don't want to see them. I'd like to live in the world where this person is living. I seriously do. This is going jumping a bit into the future, where Silvervale actually made a statement on Discord. We're gonna read that whole statement much later on as we go through the tweets. Not sure what the hell any of that means, but here you go. Silvervale replied to her Discord. I don't follow her. Someone else just posted this on Twitter because of all the drama. That was me. Honestly, sounds more like she is waiting until she thinks she can escape any consequences. Like, come on, man. Fucking consequences of keeping her stream fucking trouble-free. Honestly, sounds more like she's waiting until she can escape any consequence. Honestly, sounds more like you have a hate boner for her because she dared to play a Harry Potter game. Posted by another user. Is showing modding tools. Many have already shown proof that the word trans isn't part of that moderation level. Many have shown proof that the word is part of the high moderation level she had. We're gonna get into that auto moderation tool because that whole thing started a controversy by itself when Silvervale explained that trans wasn't actively banned. The word trans wasn't actively banned. That the auto moderator kind of nipped it in the bud at some point while being on a very high moderation setting, which is like level 2, I think, for her, something like that. Say what you will about playing the game, but there were tweets going back to 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. There's have people talking about the automated trans, banned trans in their Twitch chats. Might have something to do with bullying that trans activists have been doing. People just want to play a wizard game without the drama and guilting from said activists. I guarantee, yeah, that's it. LMFAO, nice projection. Your trans folk love making up bullshit or projecting and gaslighting. Like, this person seriously either doesn't see what other people are seeing, or is just extremely not self-aware. Or it could be both. Or they could be trolling. I don't know. I don't trust the default Vroid avatars. I think that's a Vroid in that profile. Vroid avatars can have very sus opinions. If you play this game, you're a bad and evil person who supports bad and evil things, and deserve bad things happen to you because that means you hate us and we'll hate you. Someone play this game. It's just a game, XD. It's no longer just a game when it helps fund transphobia. It really doesn't. Want to know what helps transphobia? Bullying. Wholesome or likable VTubers out of playing a game because people want to have fun playing a game that's inspired by the works of someone you don't like and hurts your feelings, winning hearts and minds there. This is what causes people to go against your cause. It's not that they hate trans people, they just hate people like you who want them to feel bad for something you feel they shouldn't enjoy. If you can't understand that, how narcissistic and self-centered that is. Bro, have you seen your comment? You've always been transphobe. Criticism against people, you call that hatred and harassment. So, you know, this person makes another good point. You know, people are people and the internet is the internet. When people see a certain group of people acting out, they will immediately remember some associations with that particular group, and even if the majority of members of that particular group aren't guilty of anything, they will just go after them. It's just simple prejudice, and that's how it is. So the acts of these people are actually setting back transgender people, because they will just inspire more hate against innocent people. Ultimately, they have nothing to do with this, because you can't expect people to be reasonable. Translation: anyone who disagrees with me or my friends and our way treating of others within transforming are transphobes. That ain't what is happening at all, but okay. It's pretty much what's happening. I literally explained to you what people's gripes are, but you're still on about you're transphobe and hate trans people. You don't entertain the possibility that you have no business telling people what games they should or shouldn't enjoy. Dude, anyone can just go to your page and see all your transphobic comments. It's not that hard. Yeah, neat. How do you like my character? Not a lot of black folk in Hogwarts. Never mind that. There's an Ugandan. Neat. Very stupid that everyone gets mad over a fictional game that people play, and what pisses me off is that they start judging them for playing it and giving them threats. No threats have been proven to be from trans people and are often given with zero context. It doesn't matter if trans people make these threats or not. It's just that these threats fucking exist in the first place is the problem. All over the fucking video game. Also, it's not just some game when buying it gives money to a woman who's trying to fund genocide against trans people. Even so, that doesn't mean everyone have rights to throw hates at people who just want to play the game. The people who doesn't hate trans, because we buy and play the game, doesn't mean we hate and judge trans people. There's nothing that really stings quite as much as streamers like Silvervale and Saraway claiming to be cozy and safe but put their enjoyment above the discomfort of their viewers. Not going to add them or anything, just unfollow, but it hurts. I like Silvervale a lot. Like, this is the only thing that these people needed to fucking unfollow someone. And not really real fans, but you have to stay with the cause. Expressing disappointment is not the same as harassment. So one person say they can support the game as trans women, as a trans woman, and multiple people responses around the 15-minute mark just say abracadabra. Can't find the original post and transcript. It was her Twitter post, she deleted it. I'm seeing trans people were deleted out of the Twitch chat archive as well. The trans woman I'm talking about, since star appears in the chat render at 11:39 but does not appear between inevitable choice and Heido's AU in the chat log at 11:33. Wonder is an icon. There is no harassment that I have seen, only disappointment and withdrawing support, both of which are not harassment. Again, that mental manipulation that people do, yeah, completely not harassment. People keep saying harassment is going on, but they just screenshot people saying that they're disappointed and call it harassment. And the same people that would be mad being called names are discounting this kind of level of harassment that others are doing. It's just ridiculous. Oh, this one's good. What is the difference between Pikami and Silvervale? Why I respect Pikami and now hate Silvervale? One listened to criticism and was genuinely harassed a little, which was wrong. Just a little bit, just teensy bitsy little bit. Nothing bad happened, but she listened. She wholeheartedly agreed with our cause, and that's why she's been gone for like 10 days straight after saying that she just wanted to play a wizard game and not cause people harm. Like, yeah, she listened. She grew as a person, She wasn't harassed. She wasn't bullied into quitting. She just, you know, she learned her place. Jesus, these people. Pikami apologized and cancelled the stream. Silvervale and GFR doubled down and pretended nothing happened. That's why Pikami is worth being given a grace, and why it's hard to give the same to Silvervale and GFR. I really dislike their interpretation of this whole situation. Really dislike it. You could even say I hate it. Exactly, Pikami definitely was harassed, but still decided to do the right thing in the end. Silvervale wasn't harassed and doubled down. In fact, I think Silvervale was quite a lot more harassed than whatever happened to Pikami. There were people in her YouTube chat, there were people atting her on Twitter, and there was less of this than what Silvervale has released. So again, in terms of quantities, this doesn't add up either. It says a lot about their character. Pikami accepted she. This was a reply to a guy, basically one of those trolls that was trying to start shit. They were trying to bait people into going after Silvervale more, and they made a huge ass fucking post about it, and so it baited a lot of activists to basically agree with it and reply to it. Pikami accepted she was wrong and grew as a person. Silvervale, on the other hand, has shown she absolutely does not care for trans people. She only cares about her nostalgia, even though many trans people will never be able to have nostalgia. Like, what? I don't understand this point. It seems very illogical. Now you came into her stream chat and started bombarding her with blatant harassment and insults. Do you think people are going to like you when all you can do is label them buzzwords and make them false accusations at them? And you wonder why people give it to you in return. I never was once in her chat. And also she never streamed the game, so your claims are blatantly false. But you sure as heck didn't keep her name out of your mouth, did you? Not denying that I see. Nice to know that you're an unapologetic serial harasser. So yeah, this is the person trying to start shit. I hope the trans people in the VTuber community finally see how underhanded and corrupted VShojo is, even after the immense backlash Vale got from the first stream and for playing Hogwarts Legacy. She continues to play the game the very next day. She does not care about us. Yeah, this post was bait. More VTuber journalist and reply to that article of his. I'm not trans but have many friends who are. Is this the new I'm white cis man but I have token black friends so I can speak on their behalf? You don't care about the issue, you just want clicks. This is the Silvervale tattoo, which is really bad. And you have a tattoo of Silvervale, a transphobic VShojo member who streamed Hogwarts Legacy, banned anyone from her chat who tried to highlight the transphobic issues, and deleted her tweet about the game and pretends everything is great. Nice going. Man, I'd want my money back if I got a tattoo like that. Really, dude, I don't know. Like, it's on your arm. You saw it being made. You could have aborted it at any point. So yeah, you know, the aesthetics and the quality of this tattoo aside. Big screenshot. You all can have nostalgia of the time you made an innocent game about witches and wizards explode in popularity from how delusional, evil a lot of you people were at this time. It's you who needs to improve and do better. This game does no harm to anyone. Silvervale literally banned word trans in the chat. What the fuck are you on about? For anybody still following Silvervale, I'd like to let you know she played Hogwarts Legacy and banned the word trans in her chat. If that's not enough of a reason to follow, then I don't know what is. Now she's blocking trans people too. Wait, really? Not surprised, but damn. What's up with so many VTubers being edgy, bigoted, and transphobic, lol? She blocked me for this. I've been watching her since like 2020. Unless the term trans is unmuted from your chat, I don't feel appreciated in your community. Like, you know, considering how much shit she's been getting on Twitter from the people I just showed you, at this point she'd probably be fucking fed up with you, and, you know, blocking people would be like the just result. And then again, people like all of these people, for that matter, they liberally block everyone, and then they get offended when they just themselves are blocked for being annoyances, basically. Yikes, VShojo looking kinda toxic. I wonder how Fruit feels about this, especially since she has trans family member. I was not aware of that, now I'm wondering too. As far as I can tell, since this whole thing started, the only members to publicly interact with Silver is Zen. Vale has said some pretty nasty things in the past, and a few of the other members have said sus thing in the past, or hang out with people that consistently do. Iron Mouse seems to be good as well, and Fruit and I fought Zen. The rest I'm not really sure about though. Maybe I should follow Silvervale now. Bruh, are you so bored right now that you're digging up nearly 3-day-old tweets just to say some dumb shit like that? I mean, you said some dumb shit, so you know, play stupid games, get stupid prizes. If you're going to be a dick, at least you could do is an attempt to be funny. You're a terrible person if you follow X, who follows X, who likes X, who used to work with X, who follows X. How many degrees of separation do we need now, for fuck's sake? Would you be willing to keep supporting her if she banned the mention of black or Asian people in her chat? So why is that? What does that say about you? Is your entertainment worth more than to you than an entire group of people? You know, those automods, to my knowledge, they ban any mentions of terms that identify sexuality, so words like gay would fall under that category too, because they could be used to insult people, like you're gay or that's gay. I imagine the automod would capture things like that. So, you know, equating those two races, like, you know, black people or Asian people, is not really equivalent. But again, this person at this point probably thinks that Silvervale intentionally banned that. I don't feel appreciated when you ban mention of my existence from your chat, Silver. You're better than this, or I would hope so at least. Automod blocks the term trans by default. You can check it on your own channel with Automod turned on Twitch. There's it demonstrating how it's getting suspended from the chat. And again, this doesn't work for everybody. This only works on a certain level of Automod, and even then, it doesn't always catch it. So the results of people actually testing it, I saw it being tested in my own replies on Twitter. The results vary, and people have come to different conclusions based on that. And some people started accusing Silvervale of lying because it wasn't working on their very end. And more replies directly to Silvervale. Unless you're trans, apparently. Shut up, TERF. Nobody cares. Hi, I decided the fact that Silver has been 1000% silent on this, as well as VShojo and Silver's community as a whole. I'll be breaking mutuals with people still following her. I don't expect everyone to know she did this. If I break mutuals with you, let me know. Wait, what happened? you know, the cult has to stay together. Silvervale streamed the Legacy Hogwarts game, coated in turf and right-wing shit. Yeah, that's why it has transgender people and all kinds of diversity when it comes to identities and races and all of that. It's coated in right-wing shit. Then when streaming banned trans from being mentioned in her chat, she now has deleted her tweet mentioning the game and has said nothing about it since. Oh wow, I had no idea. Yeah, Vale has played an older Hogwarts game and Mary played Legacy under a different name. Even though Legacy showed up on his tested streams, VShojo are really fucking up right now. Like, they're really looking very carefully into what people are fucking doing. So, like, stalkerish, I guess I'd call that. Oh no, she played the wizard game. Oh, the humanity, whatever shall we do? Unfollow her, that's all, my man, lol. We dislike this thing streamer did. We let our friends know what they did. Did that hurt us? We unfollow. Wakarimasen. She probably banned the word trans because she didn't want people to argue about JKR in the chat. Maybe she shouldn't be playing a game that brings up a valid discussion about JKR's bigotry. She blocked me for this. I've been watching her since 2020. We saw this already. Hi Twitch mod for the VTuber here. So I might not be a verbatim applicable to Silverstein, but I doubt it's too far removed. This might take a few replies, so apologies for blowing up your notifications. Not all decisions regarding chat moderation are there in Congress with the streamer. A lot are, but our team do take some licenses so that the streamer can focus on streaming. We had to make similar decisions regarding the discussion of this game in our community's Discord server as well. Our intentions has always been to cultivate an environment that is open and welcoming to people for an escape from the grim nature of real life. I understand that that's 10,000% this time honorable in any other situation. However, any situation where you have to ban a minority group from being mentioned, that is morally wrong. Any game where you have to ban a minority from being mentioned is not good. Again, in a perfect world, we either wouldn't have to worry about these labels terms, words being misused by bad actors in the chat to make members of an already vulnerable community looking for an escape to feel unwanted, or this game wouldn't exist. No one would play it. But again, the people that want to bring this up constantly into VTuber's chat are the people that would actually want to start shit with you. So, you know, moderating your chat is just due diligence at this point. But we don't. So it's just the mod team trying to keep things from spiraling out of control in a chat window featuring thousands and thousands of people. It's a situation when there isn't really a right answer, just a least wrong one. And this is probably the most reasonable take anyone has had on this situation so far, but this of course will just fall on deaf ears because it always does. If you have to ban the name of group from your chat because of a game, maybe the problem is playing the game. Yeah, playing game is always the problem when you're a streamer. You shouldn't be playing the game. Even if you don't agree with either side of the issue, if what you want to avoid is things spiraling out of control, the answer is to avoid it entirely. Coated in turf and right-wing shit, it's a weird game for children. Again, I get it, JKR is a transphobic cunt. But she wasn't involved in making it. I support your boycott, but I won't be buying it. But I've had it with the outrage culture, so you know, even people on their side are sick of this bullshit. Have you ever heard about anti-Semitism, like Jewish people, Jewish stereotypes, like big noses, being obsessed with money? Yeah, that's been HP since the books, my guy. Again, they're thinking of goblins. To me, that's always telling on yourself. That you think these fucking goblins are actually Jewish people. I'll be honest, I just don't buy the idea that a major game studio purposely created a game full of anti-Semitic tropes to brainwash young people. I don't really understand what they would have to gain, but hey, I've never been into Harry Potter. As I've said, I support your boycott, but harassing streamers who do decide to play a game just ain't it. There are plenty of streamers who want to play it, but won't. Because they just don't want to be the subject of a witch hunt. It's not harassing anyone. I've stated I don't want to force anyone to unfollow anyone. I just don't want them around. Won't play it because they're scared of backlash. Yeah, playing Legacy is a choice between keeping your eyes closed and supporting your trans followers. I really wonder how many people this person streams to. Probably not many. With these kinds of fucking other dudes. Like, I didn't mean anything hurtful by it, but I know I said kinda harsh, but it's something that needs to be said, and yet I still feel hurt by being blocked. You did nothing wrong, even if you were harsh, which it wasn't. It's very polite. Yeah, again, guilt tripping, very polite. I can only be expected given your identity was muted by a safe space streamer. I know Silver, I know what's in her heart, it's pure and good. I know how crazy chat can be with this game with radicals on both sides. I won't play the game, but I will not condemn someone for playing it. If you're not with me, then you are my enemy, cannot be our process. I'm not against her, but refusal to acknowledge and condemn any of the controversy around Rowling and only banning mention of trans people just makes her look like she agrees with Rowling's bigotry. They're making a lot of logical leaps here, because there's really no indication of that other than what you make up in your own mind. I didn't think this would get that much attention, but it seems a lot to see lots of support. I felt like trash for speaking up, more so for being blocked, and I do hope Silvervale changes her mind, though I might be being naive. Anyone who thinks I'm trying to cancel Silver, I'm not. All I did was speak up about something that made me uncomfortable. I just want her to realize that she made a mistake. I don't want her to hurt her or anyone. I like her content. She's fun and her family is sweet, but this hurt. It sucks, but there are plenty of better VTubers. The people who think this type of talk is harassment have clearly never been harassed in their life. For real, like, I experienced actual harassment from this. My original tweet just wanted accountability. Well, you have your own accountability to think about now. Yikes, that's depressing. You're blocked. This is the person posting that block. I'm not blocked by Silvervale. I'm only blocked by Fruit, and I only spoke about Fruit once when I showcased that she was being harassed with the usual "you cheated on your husband," and that was very neutral, but I got blocked by her anyway, so whatever. Her fucking color palette is what? One of many things obviously throws me about this one. It's all fake allyship for me. You know, I don't know enough about Silvervale's design to indicate if it's meant to represent the color of transgender flags, but considering how long she's been around, I personally don't think her design was meant with that intention, and that it's just a color scheme. It's not any kind of statement. My goodness, I'm so sorry. These bigger streamers really are showing their true colors these days. The more cutesy they are, the shittier they are from what I've seen. I personally know a trans VTuber you can go support instead, but I also don't want her to out her potential harassment. It's shady to ask to DM me so I can share her stuff. She has seriously demonstrated that she does not care about trans people nor other minorities within this and other controversies. See, they're piling on shit, like things that just aren't true in the slightest, but you have to pile them on to make her look as bad as possible. The weirdest part is I always had a feeling that there was something wrong and could never get to investing in her VODs. What other controversies has there been? Honestly, I can't remember off the top of my head. See, you're just making shit up. Of course, I only know about her playing Wizard game. Here's more complaining about being banned. Pretty sure what caused the ban of the word is people raiding her stream and doing her harassment campaign. And I don't condone that. Their threats over a video game is silly, but banning mention of trans people is not the solution. It's easier in short term, but doesn't affect well on her to just ban the discussion of trans people. It is the solution at that moment when they keep using the word as an excuse for harassment. People who have more than 2 brain cells will understand why she did it. Also, she can always just unban the word after the mob leaves. Acting like this is the end of the world is silly, in my opinion. People that have more than 2 brain cells, I get why she did it, but it's a bad idea in the long run, and clearly you have no brain cells if you think the best solution is to ban the mention of trans people, including the ones that didn't do anything wrong. Like, all she has to do is acknowledge that J.K. Rowling is a controversial figure. Like that isn't fucking known. Like, considering how much you have been hammering it in, I think she already got the message at that point, considering she blocked you. I think she was very aware. She played the game for nostalgia purposes. Her playing the game is not an endorsement of Rowling, and that banning trans was an ill-thought out short-term solution that has implications she didn't consider. Also, you are not trans. What is too far or not when it comes to trans censorship is not your call. Like, you can't have an opinion, I guess. I don't have to be trans to comment on something that is stupid. You aren't a game developer, yet you probably comment on video games. Also, the long run doesn't matter here because, as I said, word bans can be undone. Something that's stupid. Care to tell us what that something is? Something, as far as I can tell, you're just annoyed at trans people for being upset about an issue that directly concerns them. Also, I may not be the game dev, but I know when something's wrong in the industry. Just like how plenty of cis people know this was a bad call. I'm sorry this happened to you. She hates it when her replies are anything other than a hack box. Like you guys. I mean, considering you want your safe spaces, considering that you block people that disagree with you, you also want a hack box of your own, so mentioning that is kind of pointless. But I doubt they are aware of this. Self-awareness doesn't run very far in discussions like this. So I'm not expecting her to learn. We can hope though. Yeah, Floor, you don't jack about what's going on. If you need a word to be unmuted, to be appreciated, then buddy, the problem isn't any of the VTubers, it's you. If you can acknowledge yourself, you're not getting others to do that for you. It's not about the fact that it's a word. You know very well what the word represents, especially in a world where trans people are commonly discriminated against. Honda sounds like you and many others were trying to stir up shit and she didn't want to deal with it. After what happened, Pikami, I get why she would block and mute people. And here's someone being transphobic. Again, their arguments are very easily dismantled. You don't have to resort to transphobia because that fuels them, that fuels the activism. That gives them an actual reason, you know, to be upset. Trigger warning, transphobia. Real fun getting blatant transphobia for this shit. Like, I hope Silver's stuff just accidental and poorly thought out, but this is just a flat out hate. Great job, idiot. I already blocked and reported him. Isn't this the douchebag that had lolly porn of Simra made just to spite her? Yeah, it's the same person. I wish he hadn't done that either. And I'm glad I remembered them so I can block them on my new account. No idea how someone can be this shit. See, actual transphobes just take the opportunity and go haywire when the topics like this come up. Wait, what happened? Silvervale streamed that Legacy Hogwarts game coated in turf right-wing shit. Then when streaming banned trans from being mentioned in her chat, she now deleted her tweet mentioning the game and has said nothing about it since. Oh wow, had no idea. Yeah, they played an older game, Hogwarts game, and Mary played the Legacy game under a different name, even though Legacy showed up on his tested stream. VShojo is really fucking up right now. Any word about Nyanners or Iron Mouse yet? like they really need that purity test for everybody, because otherwise they get sick. I'm not sure about Nyan, as I think she's on break for other reasons at the moment. However, Anonymous did make a tasteless joke. She's my favorite, so I really hope she's an ally. This is something that I didn't manage to screenshot because the artist deleted it because it was basically trying to implicate Iron Mouse in all of this shit. Iron Mouse, what happened? Iron Mouse basically saw the discussion surrounding Hogwarts Legacy that everyone was fighting, and she said she's gonna bonk people if they don't stop fighting. So people, this person at least, that commented on that stuff, took it as a tasteless joke, and got offended and started doubting if Iron Mouse is an actual ally to them. IRC, the head of writing for lore and Saj's official account, still follows the person who made the anti-Semitic painting of Anya from Spy Family. I DM'd the VShojo account directly and never received a reply. This is breaking my heart as someone who supported VShojo from debut. Bless you. I included this guy for just one particular personal reason. This is a communist. I have a prejudice against commies. I don't have prejudice against many groups, but commies can go and fuck off. And this person actually wants me dead. You can probably find the tweet on somewhere on my account still. It's pretty fucking funny. Because after being called out on it, they say that they don't care, but they cared enough to wish me dead. So, hello. Somebody needs to make a bot where you can automatically unfollow everyone on Twitch. Twitter after stuff like this is for real. It's such a hassle for no good reason. I have a hard time ever trusting anyone in the big VTuber companies because they will generally refuse to take a stance in any controversial topic because they don't want to alienate people. Yes, that's why. Like, why would you want to divide your audiences across anything? Like, you're there to gain as much of an audience as possible, so why would you divide them for any fucking reason? But I think the line was crossed here. People who care should be comfortable with stuff like this. Fruit took the stance against it, at least, but that's one person, yeah. I know no one from Nijisanji has played it either. It seems like Nijisanji is a group with more principles than the rest. I don't think this is about principles, but you keep thinking that. And I'm glad someone's being an example worth following. Normally, people in that business have too much to lose, so they aren't incentivized to not speak about hard topics. I'm glad at least some do. Yeah, Niji Yen in general is very queer friendly. Many of the lovers are out there declaring their sexuality in very gross ways, by the way. Like it's not something like Pride worldwide. They're demonstrating their sexuality in quite the perverse ways sometimes. So in terms of good representations of what these people want, I wouldn't say they are good representations of that. At least I don't think they are. And Fruit has a past of going a bit further beyond in supporting queer people. Yeah, that's fair. I wouldn't blame people for not hearing about it or not knowing, but I'm definitely unfollowing her at least, sadly. Nah, not Silvervale. What the fuck? This is what I get for liking one corpo VTuber. Never again, dog. Never again. God, thank you for raising awareness on this. I'm beyond disgusted and disappointed just. The bar was so low, and to see a starting lack of solidarity and care for marginalized people is utterly reprehensible. Zentria has been openly defending Silvervale, so it's not like it's nothing they're saying. She has? I shouldn't have said openly, she just responded to people being terrible. Oh, okay. It's just a game, homie. I've seen tons of bigger VTubers playing it. JKR isn't getting shit for the game. She had no part in its creation. Factually untrue. Not only does she outright just get royalties for owning the license, the project lead is rampant misogynist who praised her publicly once the game launched. That she had no part in it was to save face. Simple as. She still gets fuck ton of royalties, dude. I saw her streaming and it immediately unfollowed her. Such gross behavior from her, honestly. Yeah, that is a mood. Here's my favorite Sister Rose. Sister Rose deserves her own stream at one point. But this is more of my personal history with this individual. They're incredibly unhinged and like to blame people by association. All the damn time. So many run-ins with this person. My arch nemesis. Hey, don't do this. I was still following her and didn't realize, and some people are still following her to see if she's apologized, etc. It sucks, but don't cut off relationship potentially because people don't know what's going on. Well, you know, coming from her, this is very rich because this is the person that will cut you off even if you talk to someone and basically guilts everyone by association all the damn time, so very hypocritical. Bro, I can't fucking watch anyone anymore. Thank you for letting me know. I unfollowed her now. It really fucking sucks. More of this shit. Although I personally won't buy this game, I have nothing against anyone that does, unless you are specifically buying it out of spite. There is no ethical conceptual capitalism. I really like this term. I hope this term dies. And you're likely given money to worse people. I really got blocked over this. Someone made a somewhat reasonable statement towards this person, but yeah, blocked. Fucking V-tweeters and their rants fucking takes on Twitter. Seek help. No, you. Oh, we're getting to more of my favorite people. Tessa, also known as Raken. A very notorious grifter that has been around so many fucking communities, I can't even count them anymore, but they always on with controversial takes. And trying to get ahead at any fucking cost, trying to get on people's good sides. Even if they don't believe a certain thing, they're always gonna be there trying to get money out of people. But again, this is like a topic for another separate discussion. I've been gone on vacation since my birthday on the 12th, and my Discord has 99 plus notifications. I'm back to work today to help y'all when I can, but first, what the fuck did I miss? Spill off the tea, my dearest wenches. Diesel. This is another person that deserves their own fucking stream or just outright video. If I ever grow larger, this person is getting a video 100%. They're basically a sex pest, not an alleged one, a self-admitted one that continues to masquerade themselves as this supportive person that wants to love everyone and be good with everybody and support all the right causes when they have a history of soliciting nudes from people while pretending to be asexual and then jacking off to them, while also making the argument that they were just trying to get nudes from people for art inspirations because they're also an artist. There's also information going around that they had something suspect going on with minors, but that's unconfirmed. They could have been around a similar age to that minor at the time, but them flirting around with minors is a thing that's been common knowledge. They come from the Splatoon community, by the way, so I will get on that person at one point because what they're doing is so fucking slimy and so snake-like, it actually pisses me the fuck off. And there's basically no accountability for this person because they always rebrand to something else when they get caught. Silvervale is also blocking trans people now. I'm sorry, what? For real? Has someone posted about it? This thing? What the fuck? Right. I'm assuming at this point the only reason she hasn't blocked me is I blocked her after she deleted her Hogwarts tweet. It don't make any sense. If you blocked her, she can't block you back. It's not how it works. Anywhere Silvervale has proven not safe for trans. Like the game alone is one thing, but actively muting the word trans just showed how little they fucking care. I'm so glad I never ended up finishing the Silvervale design contest entry for her. I'd won, I'd be feeling so ashamed and embarrassed right now. Understandable. Even if you had, you wouldn't have known till now. Anyway, you can be proud of the work you did. You did do, even if it turns out the subject is well not so good. That's true. I hope no one's the ones who did win are okay. I didn't finish it because I got swamped with a commission. Maybe I'll just turn it into an outfit adopt out of spite. Out of spite. Agreed. A wonderful idea. Side note, your art is wonderful and I can't wait to see more of it in the future. Spite artwork. Amazing. There have been a lot of hate raids for Hogwarts streamer. I would assume the messages just get checked halfway, or I could be wrong. My feelings on the game aside, the only hate raids towards Hogwarts streamers I've seen thus far are messages like "I'm disappointed in you." Yeah, sure. Etc. But regardless, there's never an excuse to alienate a minority group like that. I've seen a girl from Ukraine getting hate raid because she's playing the game, comparing having a flee a war zone to avoid death, having their home taken, destroyed, family being killed, etc. And playing a video game seem very extreme. I think the whole story is going way too far. I mean, they were saying stuff like, you flee Ukraine, but you're no better than the Russian, etc. What the fuck? Fucking seriously? Yeah, this is fucking unhinged if it actually happened. Hey, bitch, you play that wizard game? You're just as bad as the Russians invading your country. Jesus fucking Christ. Like, I'd be disappointed in her streaming owning the game, but would have been just been disappointment. Her muting the word trans while also partaking in the wizard game turns disappointment to straight up dislike. I'm glad I never knew who she was until now. So apparently some are saying that it's part of the Twitch auto mode, which may well be true. However, she also was misusing tags and streaming game under different title, which is pretty sus. Like, come on, seeing how people get harassed for it, like, you're really getting on her case that she was using different tags and different categories in order to avoid all of this shit. Like, fucking seriously. Man, I'm really getting steamed over here. I'm gonna wait to see before I alter my opinion. For now, this is just reminding me why I stick to indie VTubers. Very much agreed. I've said my piece on the matter and I'm hoping it's addressed and handled properly. I believe she's talking about the entire issue now on stream. You can check the vote once the stream is done. We're getting to that. I promise, chat. We're almost halfway through the fucking tweets. Halfway. Like, they know how a PR fiasco is going to be and they do it anyway. Being fair, it seems that it's more of a team failure than just Silver fault. VShojo brand is probably more at fault that hers, but it need to be seen. Like, see, these people don't even know how VShojo operates. That they're basically under a brand, but they have that talent freedom. They're free to do as they want, and VShojo is like I'd compare it more to like an advertisement agency more than, you know, like a talent agency. They kind of get deals for the talents under VShojo, help them merchandise shit. But other than that, I think they're mostly hands off with this sort of stuff. So again, these people have no idea how VShojo operates. Like, not in the slightest. It's the kind of stuff that makes me feel that like I need to be vocal about stuff like trans issues on main and not hide it all behind my personal. People should feel safe when they go to streams or interact with communities. Exactly this. Guarantee after this crazy Hogwarts thing is over, it probably won't be over for a long while, they're going to unban the word trans. It's literally to prevent hate raised to the controversial games she's playing. I'm really disappointed in Silvervale. I thought she had good morals, I guess not. Really judging people's morals over fucking video games and trying to avoid harassment. Automod isn't the same as blocking something. Blocked terms, blocked entirely, not held for review. You can easily tell the difference and you can only manually add terms blocked terms on the flip side. You can only manually add exceptions to Automod. An example. Showing the example. Maybe stop trying to guilt trip her and shame her into not playing it. Maybe she shouldn't play the turfy blood libel game about putting down an insurrection of oppressed minority that is literally a caricature of Jewish stereotypes. You can have the heads of mounted on your wall. I really want to get in the heads of these people, how they see these fucking goblins as Jewish people all the fucking time. And it's just this game. Goblins are very much merchants in games like World of Warcraft as well, but no one goes after that game for whatever fucking reason. Maybe they do, maybe I just haven't noticed it, but you know, the current thing is more important. Oh, Autism Creature. I love Autism Creature. It's almost like she's being bullied and attacked and you want it to virtue signal for clout. It's almost, it almost means in no way then sure. In no way, yes, because doxing, face revealing, harassing, hate raiding, I guess it's not being attacked, it's someone you don't like. Every example I've seen of harassment at worst days, I'm disappointed. I've never seen anyone openly admit that that if they didn't see it, I didn't happen, lol, guess you are just a bully at heart. I didn't have a problem with her playing the game, but banning the word trans is just stupid. Best case scenario, she was told by higher ups in VShojo to do it to avoid drama. Like, really, no. I really just think that their own whole moderation team, and she herself just, you know... I mean, the Automod thing is another thing. You're gonna see some bans of certain messages in a video example because a person basically, in my opinion, wanted to start shit, but you'll see that in some time. She banned it so her mods wouldn't be overworked and fights wouldn't break out in chat. Think instead of feeling for just 1 second. That's an impossible task for a lot of people on here. VShojo in general seems to have gone full sicko mode, and Zen's narcissism is making her think that more followers, more right. Having trans friends does not invalidate the feelings of other trans people, but here we are. The same way it doesn't invalidate the feelings of the trans people that think that you are all insane. So, you know, everything's valid. Everyone's valid. And just as theirs doesn't invalidate yours, yours doesn't invalidate theirs. It's almost as if, now hear me out, people can have differently minded, maybe stop, can be differently minded. Maybe stop this silly fighting over a game that's largely a non-issue. As someone who is trans, I'm siding with Silvervale, and I don't know who the fuck that is. Clearly the viewers are harassing her and she tried her best to mitigate it, and you appear to be bandwagoning on a hate train for clout. You have a brain and a soul. I really hate how activists claim shit like fueling unsafe in situations where harm is literally impossible. Trans isn't banned. It's picked up by an Automod algorithm due to massive hate raids by activists. I'm hoping she apologized to try and make amends, but to say this was hurtful would be an understatement. Holy shit, she's just wanting to be vile. How, like, this person, I didn't catch this one as well, but this was dunking on Silvervale in some sort of fashion. I think it was showing some things that she might have said in Discord at one point or something like that. Don't quote me on that because I'm not sure which tweet that was exactly, but I'm quite sure it was dunking on Silver as well. Her, Vale, and Meriwether have all been using this tactic, basically hiding, from hiding the stream in certain categories so it wouldn't pick up. Gross. There was something that always made me uncomfortable about Silvervale, but this makes it all more easier to see why now. Nice to know that Silvervale's community is not a safe place for trans people. Again, showing this blocked message on Twitter. More of this nonsense. I thought I was only the one left off around her. Nope, she always felt fake as fuck, and something about her always threw me off my game. I tried to watch her, but she always gave me a vibe I didn't like. Yes, same. I don't know, but I always felt like she was fake as hell. Like almost stuffy was merely an act. All the stuff was merely an act compared to, say, Iron Mouse, who's a little too open and honest. Exactly. To be honest, people are saying it reflects badly on all VShojo, and it does, but I can't help but hope Iron Mouse is good. Crying emoji. Especially how she reacts when she sees somebody post or say some vile shit on a meal compilation, lol. It's like she just stepped in dog poop. Silvervale really banning herself as a wholesome, cozy game and outright banning the word trans while playing the turf game. In your space doesn't allow Myroni speak up your space. Speak up your space, inviting bigots instead. Fuck off with this wholesome ooh mask. What? I never really followed her myself, but Jesus Christ, I'm sure glad I never did. One of her designs even straight up has trans colors. Like, bruh, how are you gonna do that shit? Again, trying to claim that it's a statement of some sort. This is more about the automod thing. Didn't stop her from blocking trans fans over talking about it instead, just simply correcting them. I think I would block that too if I was getting harassed by tons of people who have not taking the time to understand what they were saying. Like, what the fuck is muted even mean in the context of Twitch chat? That is Twitter lingo. Almost like this is all I could have told been easily solved by her just saying publicly it's automod. Most people don't know how Twitch's modding works. But instead she's letting it fester, and now I'm seeing a bunch of her fans being transphobic, and she doesn't seem to care for that. Like, again, it's assuming it's her actual fans and not just trolls and actual transphobes coming out of the woodworks to fuck with people. But you know, got to pile it on Silvervale and them being their fans. I'm not a Silvervale fan, and I'm against all what these people are fucking doing, so you know, got to pile that on. But I don't expect much from her when she publicly wants to stream a game supporting one of the most vile transphobes alive right now. It's very sad you're in my feed speaking bad of anyone. That gets removed on site. In the future, nothing nice to say nothing and hold your peace. There is no bravery speaking behind a computer or a phone. Please, for the love of God, go outside and touch grass. I feel Diesel summarized it pretty well in her thread, and the tweet she has quoted, I'll add, this behavior isn't exclusive to Silvervale, but has caused a lot of pain to trans folk. Holy shit, this is heartbreaking. Banning trans people and the word trans. That's fucked up. I have no words. I've been idolizing her before she even became part of VShojo. And me seeing this just hurts. Yeah, it's not easy to hear. Whilst I never had much of an attachment to Silvervale myself, I had the same experience with creators who inspired me to start. I guess never meet your heroes, buddies. It's never easy, and I'm sorry you have to deal with this. It's hard unfollowing someone you looked up to, so like I don't know what to do to think anymore. I think the best thing we can do is to strive to be better than them. To be people who can keep their community safe whilst being the kind of creators we want to be. And this is the same one. This is Pixes, aka Diesel's, picking up on this shit. Yeah, especially after we already have to deal with mourning the loss of several trans people in the past week alone. It feels like this was just an extra kick in the gut. Like, what the fuck does this have to do with anything? Like, you're so into this group identity fucking thing that, you know, every single person that shares your identity, like you're this hyper empathetic being, which I remind you people that this is a sex fucking pest. So to me, all of this shit is incredibly performative, and just to me it looks fake as fuck. I'm sorry someone didn't give you context, but TLDR, Silver is far from any ally now. I'm seeing far too many people just writing it off as just hating a game, as if being actively excluded isn't turf behavior regardless of the game. So this one is a fucking fantastic tweet. So apparently one of my mutuals tells me they would block me for following Silvervale. Now normally I wouldn't give a fuck over a block, but at least fucking explain and give me context. I'm just being enjoying looking at art, minding my own motherfucking business. I recently got a wisdom tooth extraction, so I've been high as fuck for the past few days, and before that even took a few days break from Twitter. Someone please give me some context of what the fuck is going on, because I'm fucking confused. Personally, I don't want to know the tea, because that was the whole reason I took a break from Twitter. I feel like I need to know now, especially since it's someone who's one of the people that influenced me to being a VTuber. Again, I'm not mad about an unfollow. I'm mad at the fact that I came into my DM and said they was gonna block me for following Silvervale without giving me context on what the fuck is going on. So you see, they're fucking eating each other. Like, purity testing all around. If it's tied to Silvervale with the whole boycotting of Hogwarts Legacy, she ended up playing it on stream, and I can't really confirm this. A lot of people are mad about it. Well, they're mad at anyone who streams or even buys the game at all. Apparently, it's actually deeper than that. Apparently, she banned the word trans in her chat, and she's banning trans people who are not even harassing her. Girl, I've been telling you she was bad news behind the scenes. Her true colors are starting to show bit by bit. Apparently she did something wrong towards the trans community and is gatekeeping her colors scheme. Jesus Christ, these people. Fuck Corpos. What the fuck happened this time? This thing happened. Fucking Silvervale? God damn it. Corpo VTuber, stop being trash. Challenge impossible. Okay, yeah, I do not feel okay just seeing this and not speaking up about it. If a minority is trying to bring up an issue and your response is to ignore and block them, even when they've done nothing wrong or disrespectful, why? Why do big creators keep treating us like shit? I generally don't understand how you can promote yourself as a comfy streamer. You're the one fucking talk. Alienate trans people because we want to speak up and inform people that that you're doing hurts us. So we just aren't welcome in your community anymore at Silvervale. You advocate for safe spaces, yet kick a majority of your fans because of our identity, and you don't want to hear what we have to say despite no one attacking you. How is this at all okay? I'm really disappointed. Like, I can understand that the big streamers who at least acknowledge the issue are and reply with, I understand it's bad, but this franchise was very important to me growing up. I can stop you from playing it. That's all she had to do, but even that's too hard apparently. The fact that she's put so much effort in just erase us again, speaking for the whole fucking group, fucking sex pest, from my community is what bothers me. Literally just say you acknowledge the issues but don't care and want to play. I expect that more than her trying to get rid of us like other half of America is doing. LOL. Like, I get your childhood attachments are going to sway you pretty hard when the issue doesn't apply to you. I would be the same if I didn't think HP was garbage in the first place. Nostalgia is a hell of a fucking drug, and it's why I buy every Pokemon game. Even there's still ways to enjoy the game that don't hurt us, no matter how fucked the lore is. I don't know why anyone would want to play it, knowing what the goal is. Like, if you need that bad, then sail the 7th season, don't stream it. That's all she had to do. I know people are tired of the discussion, I'm tired of it too, but this cannot be glazed over. I do my best to stay out of this stuff. No, they don't fucking do that. They are on every single fucking controversial issue. Just virtue signaling every single time to seem as, you know, a righteous, virtuous person, because they have so many fucking skeletons in their closet, and it's so fucking egregious that all of them are also out in the open, but no one gives a shit, because, you know, one rebrand is all it took to erase the past. I do my best to stay out of this stuff, but do not add to people's doom scrolling, but this needs to be talked about. I know people are tired of the discussion. Okay, read this already. That was the one disappointment for me the most. I used to be like being in the community and looked up to the way she streams. I just want there to be accountability. My grievances isn't just being a previous fan, but the fact she's doing everything besides the right thing to do. Banning the word trans in her chat and now blocking any trans person that speaks up. Disgraceful. She was always trigger happy with the block button, but this is just disgraceful and damning. Yeah, Raklad, too bad Batman isn't here to see it. I get block people who are rude or threatening, but they really said nothing wrong. It's more that she doesn't want to interact with anyone that wants to argue against what she's doing or has done. Almost at the halfway point, chat. We almost fucking did it. Almost went through half of this nonsense. And it's just been 2 hours. Dude, I followed her on Twitch, and when I saw her playing the Wizards game, my heart just sank. I hate people who try to dismiss it as drama, when it's more than just people telling others to stop playing a blatantly transphobic and anti-Semitic game. Their nostalgia is more important than my existence. Fucking virtue signal more, asshole. True, like, I kinda understood nostalgia, but there's a difference between pirating and playing it privately on your own free time for the sake of nostalgia. But silencing the community most effective and streaming it to not vouch but endorse it, it is yikes. Yep, we asked for one simple favor, but was too much to ask, I guess. I remember asking Diesel / Pixis to fuck off, but they didn't. Even after they admitted again there were actual Pixies and they did all the terrible shit that they did in the past, they just fucking abandoned their identity and made themselves into this fucking nonsense. I saw she was planning to play it and was disappointed then, but hoped she'd hear people and drop it. Then I was hoping she was just unaware of the issue. She's not always on social media, can't have that copium anymore. At this point, the only way you couldn't know about the issues surrounding the game is if you aren't online or no one you know is talking about it. The best portion of the statement shows that she knows, though. The fact that she's doing so much to silence us proves she knew. Yeah, people haven't been quiet about it. I just wanted to believe in her. Wanted to trust someone I admired, but guess it's comfy, cozy vibes for someone, but not all. It's a safe space, but safe as long as you don't care about rights being challenged from any support this game gets publicly. She has such a large community too. You'd assume there's plenty of trans people in there, and she shut them out for what? Nostalgia? Entertainment in the form of magic-coated anti-Semitism? Or maybe just choosing numbers like a true corpo? She stopped caring to the point where she thinks even the people who politely mention the problem is part of the drama. She's trying so hard to stay neutral and comfy that she's become part of the problem. This motherfucker. Fuck him. Fuck them. Whatever they identify as. Big people usually get success because they present themselves as endearing and agree with generally good things, but also stay away from anything that rocks the boat. Especially who label themselves as wholesome, they tend to act poorly when discomfort enters their zone. I've noticed that, to be honest, which honestly isn't fair to those affected. If your goal is to become confident, it's also necessary to show that people who do get hurt are in good hands and own your mistakes. Yeah, people are in your good fucking hands. Your fucking hands that reach into certain fucking places they weren't supposed to be. Motherfucker. Getting mad. It's not very fair, but also not very surprising to me. Never felt wholesome was a thing a person should describe themselves as. And only people who describe others as such. Doesn't help that it aligns with other people's traits too. Just 5 more tweets until halfway point. And sadly not just her, and the fact that all other members of VShojo are either doing the same or remaining complicit is just awful. Silence says 1,000 words, as they say. Yeah. It's a situation all around, but it seems like that those who care and those who don't become clear. None of us are alone in this, and it's important to remember that. Trying, face, black heart. Oh whoa. Because they're big enough to get away with it. It's irritating. It's one thing to stay silent about these issues, but another to silence those speaking about it. Speaks to who they truly are, honestly. Muting the term chance in your chat is very telling. Sadly, it is. What's telling is equating people playing the game with genocide and harassing streamers over it. And that's how it sounds like. So Mary earlier, but now her, what the fuck? God, Mary playing it hurt, but this one hurts harder because she's actively silencing us. You're being silenced in her space the same way you're allowed to silence her in your space. You're not even being silenced there. Just can't use specific, can use a specific word people were using to bring discourse to an otherwise normal stream. I don't know what to think anymore. At this point, I just want people to tell us what they really think and stop playing the fool. Absolutely this. I have lost a few friends over this. What friends? Because they keep making excuses to excuse playing the transphobe game. I really don't think this Varnes person is fucking real. And it's mostly because of that fucking Viroid model. There's fucking Fangs. Fangs, a bit of context, is one of the people that started the Kyoto harassment back in the day, December 2020. This is also what inspired me to create my VTuber Cringe account. Notorious harasser and hypocrite. Also would deserve her own video at one point. Probably whenever I'll go into the Kyoto thing, I might just revisit that because that's its own fucking thing that's very fucking annoying and terrible. This is so disappointing, what the fuck? Like, all of these people fucking congregate together, all the people that I know that have some fucking skeletons in their closet. Like, these people just attract one another, it's so uncanny that this happens. Even though I'm not the one tweeting about it, I still can't believe this is a fucking real. I'm hurt. Playing the game is one thing, but in what world did she think muting an entire community from her chat was a good idea? It really wasn't that fucking... Like, you guys have no idea what you're talking about. Whether you think people should play the game or not at this point isn't important. This is alienating no matter what stance you are here. She tried so hard to not have a stance that her actions revealed how she really feels about us. Why do big creators only think it's okay to do shitty stuff? They're big and can get away with it. Ironic as fuck. Ironic as fuck. The most ironic statement I have seen in recent months. Because Diesel themselves have a fucking huge following, like 13k on Twitter, so with all the fucking skeletons in their fucking closet, you're getting away with much more. Silvervale did nothing wrong. The problem is that she's alienating trans people that are concerned. Yes, not everyone is a cordial and very rude and threatening, but this person simply stated how they felt, and instead of hearing them out, she just removed them. She isn't letting anyone speak up. That statement was obviously passive aggressive. We got to the halfway point. I need a fucking drink, and I need like a break of like 2 to 5 minutes because mental damage, psychic damage, and my throat is drying up. I'm amazed that I lasted for 2 hours just talking, so I guess I'm getting better at this. I'll be right back. You guys also get a drink, or... Hey, we back. I rested a bit. My voice is a bit better. I came a bit to my senses, and I don't know if you guys are up to it, but considering there's so many tweets, and they're basically reiterating most of the time what people are doing. So instead of reading them all and just reading the same type of message over and over again, since we still have Silvervale streams to go through, and that one is 40 fucking minutes long, and considering we're only halfway done with these tweets, it would take around 2 hours to read the rest of the tweets, and then the additional 40 minutes to watch the stream. So instead of reading all of these fucking tweets that are just basically the same thing over and over again, we'll just go to the most important ones that I will go through. So bear with me. I don't want you guys to sit here for like another 4 hours or so, because that's fucking ridiculous. No one should be fucking sitting through reading tweets for an extended period of time. Even 2 hours is too long. So executive decision, I'll keep it short. Make it a highlight reel. Try to point out some of the most egregious ones. Ko is here. Ko is back in his place. Where did I put these? Okay. Basically, diesel virtue signaling. More people being quote-unquote disappointed by everything. Here's Ike, serial harasser, that gets pretty much on everyone's fucking case. She harassed Kyoto. She harassed a person that is now a Face Connect VTuber. All of these people are fucking notorious, and they keep coming back and back again onto my account. I can't escape them. Here's people not believing that the harassment is actually happening. Hemlock, also someone that was featured on my account, because why not? People being very hypocritical because they think Silvervale is like these bitches with the Saniro fucking addiction. More sucking of Diesel's fucking dick. Here's a person berating corpos because big corpos bad, and since Silvervale is bad, Namba's better. People again being disappointed and wondering why the word is banned. Here's more corpo bashing by the same people. All of this is reiterating the same points, and I would be reading this over and over again. So if anyone catches the VOD, you can always catch them like this, which is not optimal, but it's still the better alternative than anything else. Again, more corpo bashing. This has anything to do with that. The automod discussion. Explaining how the automod actually captured that stuff, and that sexuality, sex and gender is all related to it. Here's a person hiding replies, calling them out on their bullshit. But before that, that person called people transphobic. So, and a lot of these aren't really transphobic. Like, I think one was there. More of this is just calling them out on their bullshit. But got to hide those too. Got to call these people transphobic. Imagine being so sensitive, like Harry Potter infuriates you. Well, the same people will have to imagine you're living, get help. You are not well. Compared it to Pikami, this is the guy that was trolling people, basically being transphobic, because again, that was fucking bait. And this was just a device for him to just be fucking awful to people. Silvervale is very clearly a transphobe at this point. Playing the game, whatever, shitty thing to do, but I'm fine. But to double down, ban the word trans from chat, play the game with the title and category being something else, and blocking trans people who didn't even mention it. She's a straight up turf, fuck that bitch. Also, and I cut off the part of the screenshot here, which is basically Harry Potter spoilers for the game, showing that this person is incredibly fucking petty on top of that. So just because she's playing the game that's just bullying and harassing people, lol, LMAO, I guess it doesn't justify it, and they're blocked by that person. I'm really disappointed in Silvervale. I thought she had good morals. I guess not. More about complaining about the block. More complaining about the block. Silvervale failed the basic "can you not play the game" litmus test. Critical failure. Streamer has now become evil. This person isn't being sarcastic, by the way. Silvervale is evil, according to them. I even checked to make sure that this person just wasn't being scathingly sarcastic, but nope, they're serious about it. Consider me horrified that you ever supported her. Will definitely dig up and delete my old design contents entry I made for her. Like, why should I, as a non-binary person, support someone who cares so little about her views that she will actively silence and block those who have the audacity to bring about trans issues that most likely affect them? What an awful move on Silvervale's part. Here has more people thinking that, you know, she's representing trans colors with her design. And you know what's terrible about all of this shit? There's over 250 tweets that I saved, and since that time, this situation escalated to the point of absurdity. And there's even more now. Like, if I go back, I can make up like 3 to 4 threads of this nonsense, full of these fucking tweets. LMAO, Silvervale played the game and then tried to pretend like it didn't happen. Amazing. So many people really showing their asses over this. Like, this person is straight up lying, like she didn't pretend anything. She wasn't trying to hide anything. Fucking seriously. Here's people trying to connect HoloEN members to, you know, playing the game, and if they actually play it or not. Talking about Mori, how she's gonna talk about cancel culture, basically mocking some of the HoloEN members. More corpo bashing. More being spaghetti upsetty and disappointment. Me, when I'm Silvervale's Twitch chat and mention that I'm working on a translation, the filter picked up the word trans and set an IBM to my house for my sins against ban. I think that they meant ICBM, not IBM, but you know. More about those trans pride flag colors, that's just a stretch. More about those colors. I looked up to her so much. Her model and OC design was a huge inspiration to me, but I unfollowed her on all platforms. I cannot believe she banned the word trans. Big hella yikes. That's a no from me, dog. This shit with Silvervale has me so tired, bro. Like, she was only corpo VTuber I give a single shit about. It's so tiring. Never watch... This is the good part. Never watch one of her streams because corpo VTuber streams are the definition of snooze fest, but like still, it's so annoying, LMAO. Let me read you to this again. The shit with Silvervale has me so tired, bro. Like, she was the only corpo VTuber I gave a single shit about. It's so tiring. I never watched one of her streams. She's the only corpo I gave a shit about. I never watched one of her streams because corpo VTuber streams are definition of snooze fests. These fucking people. Really sick of big VTubers not being held accountable for shit that would get smaller creators destroyed. Here's lying about the category shit. Here's more of the explaining how the auto block works, but also not being completely honest how it works. More of that same thing. People not really following her, but you know, still having an opinion on her, because why not? Here they're trying to explain to this person that they don't really understand how the auto mode bans words. Never was much of a VShojo enjoyer for personal reasons, but this is kind of the nail in the coffin to me. I didn't want to touch that brand with a 10-foot pole, and now it's been extended to 100 feet. I take things back, it wasn't automod, it was literally the mods that they probably turned it on later. Me checking it was bad, was much after the stream. Here's the video I'm going to play for you guys. It shows that what actually got banned in the chat that wasn't auto-modded, and you'll see how they tried to make a big deal out of this. Hold up. Need to bring this up. There it is. They're typing in trans rights are human rights into the chat. Put it in. And they got timed out. Message deleted by a moderator. So, you know, they want to put this up as a gotcha moment. Whereas, you know, making statements like that, like in anyone's stream, is just asking for trouble. Not because, you know, you don't support the cause or you don't think that trans rights are human rights. It's because people make statements like this to start shit with people. And this is the gotcha moment. Try to put up. Moving on. Isn't it hateful to attack someone over playing a video game? No one attacked her, the word is blocked. People ask why it got blocked. So many fixes. Well, you'll see about all of that fucking not attacking soon enough. Automod is not set by streamers. Shouldn't you know that if you're a VTuber? Actually, I didn't set it. I set all my own terms. You can choose how aggressive it is, so mine does not block the word. But that still doesn't stop the fact that she was blocking people who talk about it on Twitter, which is not automated. You don't set the individual words. Not with automod, no. That you can only set the aggression. I never said she did. I said I wouldn't know because I don't use it. If you're doubting me as a VTuber, but if you don't read what I said, I don't care what you think, period. I read what you said. It's nonsense. More about the automod discussion. The automod discussion was a really huge thing because they really tried to pin it on Silvervale that she lied, that it was all intentional. More implications about the Harry Potter game. More explaining how the automod works. Saying that she was trying to hide it from people. Silvervale, the VTuber who blocked me early on because someone hating on her was saying I was better, did get unblocked because I confronted her mods, but not before they were rude to me, saying I must have done something wrong to get blocked, and was basically attacking me for being a negative about her. I was just confused why she blocked me when I didn't even know who she was, and had no idea this person was hating on her. She is questionable for sure. Here's people calling out this other person about how the automod works. Here's the mods explaining how the automod works. And this one is actually something that's important, so I'm gonna read that one. No, the word trans is not banned here in the chat. It never was. The problem is automod. Automod blocks the word when it's only the type of thing you type in a sentence and it's assumed to be an insult, which it normally is. If it's used in a sentence, however, it does not block it. We've never had anyone chat using that word by itself before. You can test this yourself in other channels with the automod turned on, and yeah, people basically started testing it, and in a lot of cases it did get flagged. More automod discussion. Calling out the person about the automod. Them being defensive about it. Here's the automod once again catching the trans word. Here's Akuma Miko. Oh, Akuma Miko is definitely getting her own stream at one point. The things that she has done include something like allegedly framing someone for murder, trying to frame someone for murder, correction, sucking dick for weed, and just generally being very awful to everyone. Like, the list goes on, and I wish that the people that actually made callouts on her did the job a bit better. But she's a fucking character, and she's also one of these people that gets involved in all kinds of drama. They do a lot of engagement bait posts, and I think they'd also do follow for follow among the shitty things that they do. But you know, framing someone for murder is kinda at the top, so mentioning these small infractions seems kinda petty. Don't label yourself as a cozy, wholesome streamer if you can't even make your entire community you've built up feel included. You're not wholesome anymore, love. You only care about your own image wallet. Same as she does. But she's also shameless, that's why she's still around. Fuck out of here with the ooh, feel sorry for me shit. Explain why you blocked people who were your fans, Silver. Literally asking why the word trans was banned from your chat. I don't see why any explanation there. Do better, Silver. Also, in case you're iffy about what I'm saying, you can go and find the the accusations surrounding her on my Twitter account. Just look up Akuma Miko and you'll find every single call out she was involved in. Here's something that Silvervale actually got. Like, death threats, I didn't capture the live when they were still up, but people did indeed send them. Here's what it said. I had to say it, but bullying people is pretty much what fuels the internet, and not just Twitter. If this is news to you, you're clearly under 18. Pika, Silver, lolling Twitch, the game devs, and even all the actors' HP can crawl back into their mother's family and die. Don't do better, Silver. Just stop. Cease. You're not wanted here anymore. Your time is literally up. Use the last amount of it wisely. You're going to end up in a body bag either way. Here's more fucking trolling, but by that fucking guy that tried to bait people, and more I'm disappointed posts. I'm disappointed posts. More explaining how the automod works. Nobody, absolutely nobody. Keffels, casual ableism. Silvervale, casual transphobia. Comparing Silvervale to Keffels is pretty fucking low. More being upset about the banning of the trans word. There's so much to comment on, and I won't comment on anything specifically. The trans community is suffering this week. We lost Brianna. Silvervale in Shoujo is blocking us. People tweet bad about transforming women's clothes. We're improving Twitch rules against women. Things are going so badly that I can't just bring up the words to discuss how much pain it brings me. It scares me how this will affect other creators and how much of a struggle it will be in daily life. I just don't feel safe on Twitter anymore. The VTubing community has turned its back. I'll be coming to tweet again soon, in probably a while. You felt safe on Twitter? I don't talk about controversial topics, and I'm not involved in any issues with anyone I know of. So I don't know why I shouldn't feel safe. You don't need to talk about controversial topics or be involved in any issues to be attacked or harassed on Twitter. Just having an opinion, playing something is enough. Twitter is not really safe. Thank you for bringing up something completely not related to original topic. I don't want to feel worse than I do. Good night. See? These people. This one is a good rant. I'm gonna read this one. I don't care. I woke up seeing this shit and now I'm pissed. I mean, really, it was a Harry fucking Potter game that make you people not support VShojo. Not the mountain of bullshit that they got away with, but a fucking video game. You humans are two-faced cowards. If he was okay with the mountains of corrupt bullshit VShojo did, but this Harry Potter game is your turning point, you have no right to say, oh, I didn't like VShojo anymore, because this isn't the time to get off and stop supporting them. Was when it fucking matters. I'm actually curious, what is the mountains of corrupted bullshit did VShojo do? The only thing I can see is the Nux situation, but they both seemed to resolve the issue on their end, privately, publicly. So was really curious what else there might that I might not know. Size, fine. Number 1, Melody only got big from drama, but made it a bad thing for others to do the same. 2, I heard a lot of people was pissed off when Melody was selling plushies of herself, but never refunded people as close things down. 3, Melody is a failed porn star that took her fans for granted and doing the very same thing. Fruit cheated on her husband and dragged his name through the mud. 5, Nyanner spit in the face of her original fans, saying lolly stuff is pedo porn, and talk shit about people that need to use lolly art even to cope while being as a hypocrite using a lolly model and being sexual on streams. AKA she hates her original fans but still played to them. Number 6, Silvervale actually hates her fans and even ban people that go there saying how much Silver inspired them and how much of a fan they are just to be banned. 6, you really did 6. 6, the whole Iron Mouse not understanding that you have to lie to get a job and kind of shame those who did. It looks like they really want to pile everything on. 7, the Nooks drama, aka the turning their backs on Nooks and they're being friends just because the others hated him. They tried to cancel him when I fought Melody and said Drama was bad hypocrite. Let's not forget that during all of that, they also hidden vital information from victims of the doxer and only contact one VTuber just to save their own skins. When they knew everything about the guy, put every VTuber in danger due to swatting, and swatting kills people. Saying no one got hurt, yeah, we don't know if the VTuber died to it or not. No one knows. I will add this scam to get people doxy. Info was professionally done. Even lawyers say it was safe. 7. You already did 7. Keep count of your own shit. And not that the fact that Silver played a Harry Potter game, but the fact there is no transparency. Silver didn't explain why she banned the word trans, just like they didn't prove the innocence with Nux drama. Now people aren't sure why she did it, and the problem way more than just I forgot. This is a very autistic rant, and they really want to put everything on VShojo with that. Jesus. So stop supporting VShojo over a video game is bullshit and cowardly. If you people that was through all that VShojo drama bullshit still supported them through all of that, but this breaks the morals, then what the fuck? Also, not saying this stuff to bring up old drama, but you fucking did. Or shit talk VShojo. More of what the fuck is wrong with their fans, like a video game was too far, but this stuff was okay. I call bullshit. Anywhere, if anyone with my host is in anywhere, there will be hell to pay. This is mine and my alone view. This guy kinda a bit unhinged. Just a little bit upset. Yeah, I'm not reading more of his stuff. Okay, this is the important part. After all of this has been going on for a while now, Silver went to her Discord and made a statement of what was actually happening to her and made the following explanations about the banning of the trans word and stuff. And we're gonna also get to it once I'll put up her stream. Thank you for asking here instead of dogpiling random tweets. It's not. The word trans by itself is held by Automod for review. It's Twitch default Automod behavior. I haven't banned any words in chat other than the ones used only for harassment. I don't know where people are getting the ideas about me, but it's really hurtful. I'll address it formally when I feel okay enough to talk to anyone. I didn't know this was Twitch Automod behavior because no one has randomly said only that word in chat. It's been used in sentences just fine. I've always been supportive and understanding of the LGBT community, so all of this has been a lot to deal with. As I said before, I'll address it formally, but I want to stay a cozy place for people and relax and make friends. Here's that video that I showed to you guys, trying to get that gotcha moment. Here's more complaining about the banning of the trans word. I will no longer be watching and supporting Silvervale until she either stops playing the evil wizard game or she unbans the word trans in her chat. Either of these two, I guess. She clearly has no respect towards the trans community. Again, complaining about banning the word. I can't believe I have to say that, but do not harass Silvervale or anyone else, but I will make the call out anyway. So apparently Silver didn't actually ban the word, but it was Automod. Okay. Yeah, jumping the gun on everything. I am extremely disgusted by the recent actions of Silvervale. The main reason why I focus more on the music side of the operation than VTuber 1. Being VTuber is very important to me and helped me be comfortable with myself in my early transition, but I am just sad that the faces of VTubing are the ones making LGBT people feel unsafe. Okay, next the last set of tweets, luckily. And get this up. Fruit. Silvervale. Always has been. For the damn Magic School game, it's just a game and let people enjoy things seem to just be a transphobic dog whistles now. Seriously. Silvervale said this, block trans as termed in her chat. Block trans people on Twitter asking, but let's transphobic replies and them stay. And just in general, I've seen so many on Twitter say this stuff and then as I check, they don't fight back against bigotry in their community. Here's the thing about Fruit that you guys wanted me to bring up. So Fruit basically said that she's gonna donate money to a charity called Mermaids that supports, as they put it, gender diverse children. But they didn't do any research on that particular charity. And people have been pointing out to her that, via quote retweets, because she closed her original thread, that the charity was involved in a pedophile scandal. The pedophile scandal involved one of the trustees making specific comments supporting of pedophilic acts. The same charity is also involved, was also allegedly involved in the giving a child like a chest suppressor without actually conducting any mental health investigation on said child. And people online want to make it out to be, a right-wing misinformation campaign, all of this. But again, you don't have to believe me on any of that shit. You can go all look it up yourselves. There's articles written about this. Investigations have been conducted about it. There's even a Wikipedia article that links to specific articles regarding this issue. So again, don't take my word for it. Go investigate it yourself. So Fruit was called out on this. The quote retweets also, of course, included telling her that she cheated on her husband and while he was in the military, and then basically making fun of her. And it seems that it got to her, and she replied to this. My twin brother means the world to me, more than anyone. It means a lot to me to support and protect people like him any way I can. If there's a better transgender supporting charity to donate to, I can just swear it's not that deep. It actually is deep if you're donating to something without properly investigating it. So you see, it really did get to her. But yeah, she should have really educated herself on what she was donating to. So even she saw this wasn't a very good look, and people were people that would normally be on her side that actually did a bit of research. I don't know if her brother is a minor or not, so I don't have that knowledge, and I genuinely don't really care. I have my own stances about that kind of stuff. There's the original tweet she made, saying that she'll be donating to mermaids. It costs me $0 every day to be kind and accept people who they are. So every like this tweet gets, I'm donating $1 to Mermaids, a charity that supports gender diverse children. This person is the person that was talking to you about making a list with people that were transphobic and or were allies for playing Hogwarts Legacy. Her tweet got sussed. I'm not all surprised to see Silvervale getting flagged because of Hogwarts, but to see that she's not only banned the word trans, but also blocking trans people or bringing the complaints to her is pretty selfish. I think, you know, going to her directly and demanding things of her, that's the selfish part. Going into her space. But you know, what do I know? Unfollowing people because of things, being upset about the word trans being banned. Again, more people being upset about the word being blocked, and then cleaning up the misunderstanding about the automod. Automod stuff again. People denying that the harassment actually happened. By harassing, you mean chatting about the game and expressing how as a trans person, they don't like it. Silvervale also bought a game that directly supports JKR, who then puts the money into an anti-trans organizations. Her money supports the genocide of trans people. Don't try to make the cishet streamer who makes 6 figures a year a fucking victim for playing a controversial game that supports the genocide of trans people and that's full of anti-Semitism. Saying things like trans genocide does not help your cause. Non-involved people see this stuff, look it up, see that it's not the case, and get turned off from the movement. Also, please don't call people who didn't ask for it cishet. It looks derogatory and turns people off. A step to genocide is nebulous. Many things can be said to be a step towards something, but still nothing like that thing. Genocide is the deliberate and horrific murder thousands to millions of people. What you describe is not genocide and it turns people off. It's not the beginning. The world is trending towards supporting trans people, thankfully, and it's doing so very quickly compared to past movements. These online harassment campaigns are slowing acceptance down by a lot. No, it's not. Stop fucking lying to yourself. 23 trans people specifically died last year. Over 200 anti-trans bills made last year. They want to completely eliminate us from the world. Well, Silvervale can go fuck herself. I really liked her too. Very quick turn of opinion. More about the banning. More about the banning of the trans word. Haven't talked about VTubers much lately, but holy shit, seeing Silvervale play Hogwarts Legacy and banning the word trans and fruit donating to a charity helping gender diverse kids. I would fucking kill to see the DMs between these two. A shame to see Silver doing this shit. I really liked her. Sub no more. I'll take it to someone else in VShojo who isn't a piece of shit. Raise your hand if you had Silvervale bans the word trans from her chat when she plays the wizard game and then lies about how automod works. The bunch of people who know how the automod works on your 2023 bingo. She wasn't lying. More about the trans thing and testing the word. Here's a guy again incredibly upset about the whole situation. Again, so many of these points were already reiterated so many times. He's read over 100 fucking tweets about with the same arguments, so it's starting to hurt me in the brain a little bit. But there was this one more. Okay, there's more Akumamiko being Akumamiko, basically dunking on Silver for attention. This Silvervale shit really shows how deranged the wizard game has made online gamers. LMAO. Being transphobic is justified by mere possibility that someone might publicly criticize your spending choices. People are acting like they have a sacred right to enjoy a video game, regardless of context of what their money is going to, and to criticize them for is a human rights violation. You're doing the exact thing you're accusing these people of, so, you know, Again, a little bit self-awareness goes a long way. Corporation could ask more for a more docile breed of consumer. I try to avoid having too many takes on this account, but this comes to close to my own sphere of things to overlook. Chat fruit versus Virgin Silvervale. More Akuma Miko virtue signaling. Do better, Silvervale, says person allegedly trying to frame people for murder. Silvervale fans coming to my tweet to defend her really reminded how big the parasocial aspect content creator fans have when defending them. Like, generally the way some of them defend is the way you defend like a close friend, not an entertainer making good money, you know, because a lot of people see things being done unjustly and they get upset, just like you getting upset about this whole situation with the game, just less petty than that. More being upset about mutuals, defending Silvervale, calling for purity. And this one is the last series of tweets. This person got crucified in quote retweets. Something about Silvervale crying on stream and this is already after she made the stream where she was explaining her side of the story. Crying on stream and playing the victim, not even apologizing about being bullied, while trans people are literally being murdered. Not even an apology. Not enough, people are talking about their favorite VTuber Silvervale banning muting trans in her chat. I'm sure trans and marginalized people are also fearful. This thread is locked and muted. Argue with yourselves. One last thing before I go. I'm not trans, I'm not part of the LGBTQ plus community. I could care less if she plays the forbidden game. It's not the game, it's pretending to be an ally, than playing a victim for getting called out for it when marginalized people have it worse. One final thing. Silver definitely doesn't deserve to get bullied, harassed, doxed, threats, or any of that period. But you know, it's fine when I bully her. Period. Nobody does, regardless of what side they're on. However, you can point out mistake, poor behavior civilly without being an asshole. Like, bitch, read what you just wrote. Like, please. Bitch, please. And with that, we're finally at the end of these fucking nonsensical tweets with the worst series of them all at the fucking end. And now we're just gonna watch Silvervale's stream. So hold on, let me pull it up real quick. I'll actually get the chance to rest my voice too. Music goes silent for a while. And here's the stream. I'm gonna get Ko out of the way for a bit. I'm gonna speed this up because there's an intro. It's gonna be a bit less than 40 minutes minus the intro.
Hello. Hi. How do you start one of these things? I don't know. Hi everybody. Hello people that are confused why I'm online right now and don't know what's going on. Hello. I love you. This sucks, man. It's not gonna be a long stream. I thought I would try and say some stuff, and then maybe play Slime Rancher, because there was a new Slime Rancher update that just came out today.
I do like the ads that show up.
I don't know if I'm gonna make it that far, so I guess just warning you guys. But it's been really rough. And probably a lot of you are confused about what's happening and why I sound sad. And I'll explain that in a little bit. It's probably good that you're not on Twitter because Twitter fucking sucks and I probably will never use it again. But it's gotten to the point where I need to address it before I was ready to because it's blowing up. So I guess we'll talk about it now. Also, alerts are muted and I probably will miss them. But thank you so much. Thank you, Anonymous. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Never take Twitter seriously. I try not to. Except when something like this happens. But thank you so much, everybody. Okay, I guess I'll just jump right into it. I don't know, man. It's been really hard, and I try not to talk about this kind of stuff because my stream is not a place for negativity or bad feelings, and I try not to let you guys see this side of me. But I feel like this was the best way to talk to my community directly because you guys are the people that I care about the most out of everything. I care about you guys, not the random people jumping on a hate mob for clout and attention and wanting to feel special and give themselves a pat on the back for bullying the stupid Harry Potter nerd. And also I'm probably gonna cry a lot.
Yeah, these comments probably didn't earn her a lot of love. Probably gonna incentivize the hate mob even more. And they kind of did. Because this situation still escalated after this.
So I'm sorry for that. And it's probably gonna get really bad. So I apologize. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't want to give in to the bullying from all the terminally online Twitter freaks that don't even watch my streams. I don't know anything about me. And I'm having a hard time just talking to you guys right now. It was hard to even press the button, but I feel like it was necessary because this has blown up a lot, and I don't want people to think that I'm some kind of person that I'm not. Though hopefully you guys know that. If you've been watching my streams, I feel like it's kind of apparent. So I don't know, I'd like to at least speak to anyone in my community that is LGBT that noticed all the hateful comments and slander going around and just explain that what...
If you're catching some of the chat, you can see it's all super supportive. There's trans people there too, sharing their feelings about the whole situation. But you know, that's how big VTuber chats are going to be. There's always going to be an overwhelming amount of support. So
you're hearing from people isn't true, and I don't know why people just mindlessly accept the things that they see on a tweet and just take it for fact. No one bothered to fact check any of this, which is surprising but also not surprising at the same time. So yeah, I don't know, in these kind of situations, as a public figure, it's usually better to take your time to process things and let the toxic people get bored and move on and formulate what you want to say in the proper way, because anything can be misconstrued. But here I am talking before I am mentally ready to do so, because I've been backed into a corner. So that is what I'm doing. But people have taken to spreading lies and trying to slander me in the most ridiculous of ways, and people are believing it. So here I am explaining the facts. I guess. But as you know, I streamed Hogwarts Legacy last week with my title making it very obvious I was doing so, and I was in the game category for the game because I was streaming that game. And as you guys know, and I made it very clear when I was streaming the game, that Harry Potter means a lot to me. And in order to have a comfortable chat, a legible chat, terms were blocked to stop people from inciting hate raids and filling the chat with harassment and negativity like what happened to tons of streamers before me.
It's a pretty normal thing to do. I mean, it's to be expected if you're considering what's been happening to others. Just as she said.
And those terms were basic terms used for harassment, such as transphobe and other really negative things that would not be used in my chat ever in a positive way. So those were banned. Of course. I feel like that's something that you would kind of just expect. But apparently people think that I banned the word trans in my chat, which I did not. You guys know that I have not, because we've had that conversation before, and we've had trans characters in games before, and we've been able to talk about them. The word trans by itself was never blocked by me. I would never block that. I would never block any LGBT term or any variation that people use in normal silver conversation. Like, I would never block that. But apparently people think I did. So I guess I'll explain how moderation of a large channel works for people who are VTweeters or just blindly believe what random people on the internet tell you, instead of fact-checking for yourself, which is very easy to do if you have a Twitch account. You don't have to be a streamer, which most of them are not. If a term is blocked by someone, you see a very specific message saying that your message wasn't posted because of conflicts with the moderation settings. It literally tells you that this word is blocked. If a word is caught by automod, you get a completely different message. And as a large streamer, I have pretty strict automod. I think a lot of large streamers do, because people try to just spread hate. So we by default have pretty intense, strict rules. And when you have an automod with level 2, we checked this, by the way. It's not hard to check it. When you have automod with level 2 across the board, which is some filtering, 2 shields, it automatically holds certain words that it deems as harassment so that your moderators can approve it, and then it's put into chat. And like, people just randomly went into my chat trying to find things that automod held, I guess. And when you get words held by automod, it specifically tells you that your message is being checked by moderators because Twitch deems it as harassment. And incidentally, the word trans itself falls under the level 2 moderation filter along with gay or other terms, just because they are regularly used to incite harassment. And that level of moderation...
Yeah, things based on identity are captured by automod, because as she said, they're used to call people names.
Moderation holds it so your mods can check it first before it's accepted into the chat.
Based.
And you can't add a block term to automod. That's all Twitch. Twitch picks the terms and it puts them as automod. You can put words that are approved. Like if someone says it, you can approve it. But Twitch blocked that automatically. That was not me. Like we've never had someone randomly come into the chat and just say trans by itself, because why? That's not something a normal person does. You know, we've had conversation with that word in a sentence, and that's fine. But that word by itself got hit by automod. And I didn't know about this. I had no idea. That's why people noticed that it was being held by automod, because it's never happened before. Never. So I had no idea. I didn't know. My mods didn't know. None of us knew. Okay? I had no idea. So when that went all around Twitter, because people thought it necessary to post it on Twitter before telling me or my mods, because they did it purely for hatred, we fixed it today and allowed just the word trans for anyone that wants to come in and type the word trans. So I had no idea. And whoever first decided to try and slander me with that was really grasping at straws, and I guess automod is what they decided to slander me with. So good job on that, I guess. Like there's been plenty of positive talk about trans people in my stream chats, even during the game when we were talking about.
Yeah, they do get informed, because the automod actually held messages for the moderators to review before deciding to either remove them or to let them through.
Like how there's a trans character with a trans voice actress. Like that conversation was fine. And believing that the talk of trans people in general was blocked in my chat is just plain wrong. And you should know that that's wrong. I don't know why this idea started, but it's a blatant lie and an absolutely asinine thing to try and cancel someone over. It's just ridiculous in so many ways. Yeah, the trans character's actually a badass, and I really like her. Like, cancel culture is just insane. I think putting those measures in place for a comfortable chatting experience for the streamer and a community is a really basic thing. It's a normal practice for streamers to do. But that doesn't mean that I'm taking any stance on people's personal lives or political leanings or beliefs or anything. Like, my streams have never and will never be a place to discuss these kinds of topics. And I hate that I have to do it now, because it's not something I want to do. I would rather not. But like I said, I feel the need to address it, because people really like to spread hate, I guess. My streams have always just been a place to relax and enjoy video games in a chill environment and to make friends. It's a place to escape the world and just relax and enjoy things. It's not a place for arguments or intense discussion about controversial topics, no matter what they are. And I like to think that anyone that's part of my community and comes to watch my streams understands that and would comprehend that any discussion about topics like this would be prevented. Because it always is. This isn't the place for those kind of conversations. Like, if you prefer to watch a streamer that delves into those kinds of topics at length and encourages that kind of discourse, you're more than welcome to find someone that encourages that kind of discourse. But this is not the place for that. We just want to be
Discourse
cozy.
is only about that.
You know? I've never and will never be a political streamer or someone that talks about those kind of things. Because it's just not, and this just not this kind of community. And like, I've never had a negative viewpoint of anyone in the LGBT community before. Like, we have plenty of LGBT viewers, and I have plenty of LGBT friends and community members, and like, we love all of them. I appreciate all of them. I welcome all of them. And it breaks my heart to think that people suddenly believe that because I played a video game, I'm suddenly a completely different person that has completely different views. And it just fucking sucks. Like, this community has always been
I mean, when you give activists an inch, they'll take the whole fucking mile and just run with it.
Very welcoming to everyone.
Just need to give them a
And
reason.
it's just insane to think that suddenly you're partial to the views of the person that created the IP of the game that you're playing. Like, if someone's streaming something that you don't want to watch or you don't agree with, like, you're welcome to just unfollow them and stop watching the stream. That's perfectly normal. That's acceptable. Everyone understands that. Like, Harry Potter meant the world to me when I was little. I've talked about this a lot on stream, and like it was my whole childhood. It was a world to escape to, and I went to every book release in my little robe and my little scarf with my best friends. And that was my whole world. That was my whole childhood. Like, I didn't have a great childhood, and Harry Potter made it so much better. And yeah, it sucks. It sucks that that's being tied with such horrible ideals. But it's something totally different, you know? And getting to experience that nostalgia of the best parts of my childhood in the form of like an amazing, super high quality modern game. It was like a dream come true for me. Like it was huge when I was little. Like there's nothing like that now. Like it was like Star Wars, but for really nerdy magic people. Like it was a global pop culture phenomenon. Like it was a huge part of our lives. It shaped our childhoods, and like a lot of us didn't have our own computers. We didn't have internet. Like we had Harry Potter. And it meant a lot to me, and it meant a lot to my community to be able to relive those experiences with you guys. Like when I got my wand, and when I flew on my broom, and all those things, they meant so much to me. And I just wanted to stream it, and I just wanted to share that with you. And if you're a part of this community and you believe that me doing nothing but streaming this game...
Oh, you can bet that even after this heartfelt crying, they still kept up attacking, and they even increased the intensity. It's gotten just much worse, and I think she will never get away from this kind of activist activity again, and people just keep going after her like they usually do. These people don't let things go. They just don't. They need to have an enemy, even if the enemy doesn't really want to fight back.
Means I'm against your views, and you're welcome to stop being a part of this community, and you can stop watching the streams. And I get that, you know? I understand that. And we all understand your feelings, and you know, I hope you enjoyed your time here while you were here. And it's okay if you don't want to be here anymore, but harassing people because they played a video game is not how you go about proper activism and try to make legitimate changes. Like, there's so many streamers that aren't streaming the game not because they agree with this boycott, but because they're scared. They're scared of the hate mob. They've even Fear should not be the answer. Fear is not the answer, and it's insane that you think that it is. I streamed this game because that world meant the world to me when I was little. It meant a lot to me as a child. And it meant a lot to a lot of people in the trans community as children, and you still harass them. I wanted to share my first-hand experience of something from my childhood with the community that I love. And I streamed it because they told me not to give in to the bullies, and I didn't. And I don't want to. I streamed it because I thought it would be apparent to my community that my views don't align with the person who owns this IP. And for the most part, it was. The people that come into this chat spreading hate are first-time chatters, and it makes a big bright box letting us see that they are not part of this community.
Of course, they just wanted to start shit, as they always do.
And they've never watched a stream, and they're just here to spread hate.
So, you know, all of this talk about, oh, I watched her for this and this many years. I imagine a lot of these statements were either, you know, lies or just huge exaggerations that, you know, I just watched Silvervale one time, and, you know, it's enough. I'll keep harassing her now, calling her the worst of the worst.
I streamed it because someone I care about is on the development team, and I wanted to support them and show their hard work because he was really, really excited. He was proud to have such a big part.
Oh, geez, they better not keep looking for that person then. Because I know these people would fucking do that. They would be looking for these people just to, you know, hammer that nail even further.
In a game this big, like, this is a big, big game. And he just got death threats and harassment when he told people that he worked on it. He literally got canceled by people for saying that he worked on this game. That's literally his job.
Well,
like, the hatred around this game is because of this thought process that if you play it or stream it, you're somehow aligning to the views of this writer who barely makes a 20th of the amount she makes from theme parks and Nintendo and Lego and, like, all this other shit that makes so much more money and is just as easily, if not more effectively, boycotted. Supporting the game barely affects her, but it does affect the people that made the game, and everyone wants to say that's not true, but it is. Like, there's a large number of LGBT people employed at Avalanche, which is the developers of the game, and that includes trans people and non-binary people, and I don't know why they don't matter. Like, according to my friend who was on the development team, the success of the game does directly affect their livelihood after the launch of the game. And it determines if the studio will be shut down or not. And it's been shut down before. And, like, that's literally a threat to their livelihood and how they support themselves. It's like... And like, there's even a trans character in the game who gives you story quests, and she has a really touching backstory and a touching quest line, and a really great voice actress who is also trans and does a great job delivering the character. And she's a badass. She's literally a badass. And, like, and there's other people that are LGBT, and there's diverse people in the game that are shown in respectful ways. Like, they're not just token characters.
See, people on Twitter have been making quite the opposite argument on that the characters put in the game are incredibly disrespectful based on the names that they have, based on how they act, and that they're just tokens and all of that. You can look up this sort of discussion too. I didn't cover it personally, but a lot of them are mad about a Chinese character's name because it's two last names put together, something like Cho Chang, and they're upset about that. They're upset about the name of a black man that's called Shacklebolt, I think. You know, they keep alluding that shackle because, you know, slavery. It's nonsense.
They're like actual characters that matter. But everyone just overlooks that. And I think the devs did the most they could with the subject material they were given to make something inclusive and obviously against the ideals of JK. But you still want to bully the streamers about playing the game. Like, there's been so many streamers that play the game that are trans and they still get harassed. There's people that stream the game while hosting a trans charity that get harassed. And that just doesn't make sense to me. Like, at all. Like, another VTuber that I'm friends with and really fond of literally has been, like, completely wiped from the internet because of this harassment. And, like, I don't know if she's gonna come back. And it's just because of this. Like, I've received so many death threats and harassment and doxing and people doxing my friends and, like, so much horrible, vile things, all from streaming a fucking video game. It's just insane.
I don't know how people can see this as fake crying. They probably never heard anyone cry before if they think this is fake crying.
Like, hate breeds hate and it doesn't help anyone. And I don't know, I got to the point where I was sick of seeing hatred all over and guilt tripping on random art tweets. It's literally like they gang up on so many random tweets about Valentine's Day or art or automated posts. Like they wanna post so much negativity everywhere and I just got sick of it. So I blocked people because I just wanted breathing room. And everyone on Twitter blocks people. I'm not banning you from stream chat or Discord. Like, I just don't want to have rampant negativity on my tweets, and a lot of the people that I block because of that, I don't keep them blocked. I just want them to stop. Like, you block people all the time for the smallest inconveniences. You just always tell people block them and move on, but when someone does that to you, it's something horrible. Like, if you're hurt and upset and you have something you want to say to me, I have a Discord where you can make that known. You can message a mod. You can message me on Twitter, preferably not with death threats, in a civil conversation, like a normal adult person. And just, I don't know, this boycott is being known for nothing but hatred and abuse. And this kind of hate mob mentality does literally nothing but muddy the conversation for support and understanding of legitimate trans right conversations. Like, all that people will think about when they hear the word trans is like this boycott and bullying people. And that's not what anyone wants at all. And I don't know how it got to this point. Like, the energy that people are using for hatred could be used much better utilized in other ways for things that could actually make a difference. And harassing and bullying people is not the answer at all for anything. So, yeah. I never want to have a controversial like talk like this on my stream. I never want to do this again. I hope I never have to do this again. I don't want to cry like this to you guys. This is the kind of crying I don't want to do. I don't want you guys to see me like this. But it got to the point where I was just backed in a corner and I have people legitimately thinking that I am a transphobe because I played a video game. And because Automod does things that Automod does by itself that I have no way to affect. And I didn't even know was happening. So mentioning all of this hopefully can kind of put a stop to the lies that people are spreading and
it just escalated, said that she was lying. And even now, even if I go to Twitter right now, there's still the same narrative being repeated ad nauseum. It just that never ends.
Hopefully the people in my community, because I'm talking to the people in my community, hopefully you understand that I'm not the kind of person that crazy people on Twitter are trying to say that I am. And I hope that if you've been here for long enough, you know that. So, I don't know. Like, as is the way of toxic termly online Twitter, though, they will move the goalpost and find something else to hate me for. So I'll be really curious to see what that is.
Already accused her for lying.
Hopefully the LGBT people in my community understand my stance and understand that I just wanted to play the fucking wizard game because it was a humongous part of my childhood and shaped me into the person I am. And Harry Potter in itself has a lot of good messages to share with people if you just take it as it is. And that shaped me as a person and shaped a lot of us through our adolescent years, I think. And I just wanted to share it with you guys because I love sharing things with this community. I love telling stories and letting you see, like, I have a lot of childish joy with new games I play and things that excite me, and I, like, that's literally the epitome of my childhood joy was Harry Potter. You know? So it just made sense. So hopefully the people in this community understand, and you can do with that what you will. If you would rather unfollow my stream and not watch me anymore, I completely understand. I hope that you enjoyed the moments you had here. I hope you made a lot of friends in the community, and I love you no matter what. If you want to leave because I played the wizard game, I totally get it. But everything else is a lie. All I did is play the wizard game. So yeah, that's that. I don't know if I could play, guys. I don't know. It's really hard. I don't know. I thought I could, but I just don't know if I can. Like, I'm a lot more sensitive than I want to be. I've always said I'm not cut out for being a public figure, and I really think I'm not. I just want people to be happy. I want people to be happy and make friends and be able to play video games and have fun. That's all. And yeah. I will probably not be using Twitter after this. Majority of my tweets are scheduled.
No one should use Twitter other than make announcements because Twitter rots your brain. Use Twitter only for porn. This is the best utilization of Twitter. Unless you have to work on Twitter for whatever fucking reason, like I do for some parts of my work, just don't use it. It just really rots your brain. Announcements and porn are the only good thing it's good for.
And I guess they always will be from now on. So if you want to talk to me, I have a Discord. I'll just retweet pretty art like once a week or something, but fuck Twitter, man. I don't know. It's been really hard. But to those of you who know me for who I am, thank you for being here. Thank you for being understanding. And I love you guys. I'm sorry if I upset anyone or hurt anyone's feelings. I didn't mean to. I never mean to. just want people to be happy.
I can't wait until Atomic Heart comes out and people are gonna call me and everyone else warmongers and war supporters, whatever. See you in how many days?
I just feel really alone right
about
now.
3 days.
It's been really hard. And it's not fair. None of this is fair on any side. For anyone. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna stream this week.
Atomic Heart is an FPS kinda in the aesthetic or atmosphere of Bioshock games, set in alternate reality Soviet Union in the 70s, I believe. It has some choice graphics, some choice gameplay, and robot girls, which is a big plus.
A really rough spot. I want to. We have a lot of games I want to play. I just don't want anyone to be sad, and I don't. It's just not fair at all. Doxing is never okay. Harassment is never okay. Death threats are never okay. Just, I don't know. Just put that energy towards something useful, you know? And just be kinder to people. I always say, and I know it's a dumb saying, but literally just treat people how you want to be treated. It's not that hard. Just be kind and understanding. And don't be a fucking asshole. Just because streamers are easy targets, especially the fucking girl that cries at everything. Like, I'm not gonna be bullied. No one wants to be bullied. So yeah. Just be nicer to people. To everyone. Anyway, I don't think I can stay on stream for much longer. I'm shaking really bad. And I just want to go cry. And maybe call my mom. I'm sorry, guys. I don't want to just come here and just like spew out all this shit, but I don't want to. Like, I want to talk to you guys and explain because it's fucked up and it's not fair and it's all lies. And I don't know why they pick me. I don't know. But I love you guys. I love all of you, no matter what. Okay, I think I'm gonna go now. I love you guys. I'm sorry. I guess keep an eye on the schedule if I'm gonna stream or not. I want to, but I just don't know if I can. And I'm sorry for all of this, for having this conversation, and talking about negative stuff, but I don't want to be the person that makes a fucking twit longer and it makes it worse. So I'm here to talk to you guys and love you. because you guys matter to me. Okay. I love you guys. I'll see you later.
Jesus. I don't remember this part of the video. This one hits kinda hard. Well, that's the video. You've gotten some context on what happened to Silvervale, what happened to a lot of other people. In context of this, Amano Pikami, which I also covered in a stream, isn't back yet. From the moment that she was harassed by these people, because yeah, I will call this harassment. No one else will tell me that all of this gaslighting, all of this guilt tripping isn't harassment. Pikami hasn't been back yet. She hasn't made any appearances on social media whatsoever. So who knows where she is. Hope she come back soon. Because Harry Potter was also a big part of her childhood, and considering that she was looking forward to playing it on her return stream. This is another disappointing and sad thing to see. I'm sure Silvervale will eventually be fine. I'm also sure that the people harassing her won't stop, because that's another target that they have. She showed weakness to them. I mean, like it or not, like, she needed to say something eventually, otherwise they would just keep spreading the narrative that they have been doing. And the only thing that she could have done is just, you know, either ignore it, just let it die down eventually and have them keep spinning the narrative, or respond the way she did. So there is really no winning with them. The only way out of it is just ignore them and tough it out, as you should do with most people like this online. Just don't let them affect you, because it's not worth it. It's not worth your time. If you're a streamer, you have your own audience to care about. You don't have the time to care about some randoms that make up shit about you for attention, or, you know, some kind of brownie points with the same people that hold similar ideology. And it's all very stupid over a video game about wizards. If there was any indication that humanity is regressing and not progressing, it's probably this whole fucking harassment campaign. But you do also have to remember that Twitter is not that much of a real place. Like, the attitudes that are pervasive on Twitter, they usually do not go outside of Twitter, as in into the real world. It's always all online bullshit. So you go out, you actually go touch grass, you will not be subject to this nonsense. You can live your normal life without permanently online people non-stop trying to go after you. So, in context, everything's sad, everything's shit, and it's just gonna be escalating from this point. And that's my black pill for the end of the stream. But there is one silver lining, no pun intended here. You can always cater your Twitter interactions, you can always cater your social media interactions to what you want. You don't have to engage in any of this. You can mute, you can block, you can customize your feeds to what you want to see, and not see any of this ever again. Unless you're interested in this stuff out of a morbid sense of and you have a very morbid sense of curiosity like I do, and find this stuff so endlessly fascinating that you're willing to be annoyed by it, and have your very own ko-uraki, like here in the, in the lower left corner. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed yourself for what it was worth. I think this deep dive was kind of interesting, if not necessary, to show that, you know, that that a lot of these people are just lying, and they're trying to make the whole issue much less than it is. That no harassment is actually happening. That this is all a victimhood narrative, and that everything is against the activist, is against the trans activist, because again, normal people, normal transgender people that do not engage in this kind of activism just want to live their lives. They don't want to be involved in any of this fucking nonsense. And the fact that, you know, we as a society work the way that we do, all of this activism is just gonna reflect badly on people that are completely uninvolved in it. So setting back tolerance, setting back acceptance by years maybe, just because of bullshit like that. So remember to treat people the way you want to be treated. You don't have to respect anyone if you don't want to, but at least give them some common courtesy if they don't come at you with an aggressive behavior. And just remember to be good to one another if you're getting the same treatment as everyone else. That's all you need to do, actually, you know. But I don't need to teach you all that. I'm not anyone's dad here. It's just, you know, I'm just kind of ranting. Mostly kind of myself, but since I have an audience now, I guess I can indulge just a little bit. But yeah, that was the stream. I hope you guys learned something from it. I certainly did. That Twitter continues to give you brain damage, and that's the only net positive here, that you gained this knowledge. I'm not sure when the next stream is gonna be. Not sure what it's gonna be about, but since I did 2 streams back to back, and this one went long for a very long time, almost 4 hours, would have been much longer if I decided to read all of that nonsense. All of these tweets that repeated the same fucking shit all over and over and again. But you guys have a very good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, whichever time zone you're in. I'm gonna get a piece of rope and keep it next to my bed just in case I need it. And I'll play you off with a choice song I have that's properly copyright claimed eventually. See you guys then. Stay off Twitter, stay hydrated, and be good.
Bound by no laws of nature. It is known as the Cyber Wolf.